think we live. I honestly can't tell. We might be live. If we are live, Larry will be back shortly. He went to go take a poop or something. I don't know. But we do got my main man Chris, Roanoke Chris with the X, the mod. He came in like 8th on the mod Jeopardy. I don't know. It was some low, some really low. You know what I mean? He was talking mad stuff before that. So shame him as much as y'all want. He do got the One Piece Silky on though, so he fly.
Yeah, I like the Silky a lot.
What up, Chris?
It was actually a gift.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah. We're live right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 20 of Sebastian's Davies Dark Tournament. This is where we do the One Piece mid-tiers, and we basically debate and have everyone join from the Discord into the live chat, where we can then see how many votes each character can get so they could pass forward into the next bracket of the tournament. I do want to say one thing. We're going to have some new art for the characters that are going to compete with each other. It's from Mr. D Artist.
Hey.
He did us the courtesy, and we are deeply honored to have his drawings for the characters you're going to see competing. They are custom made. He does them himself. I'm going to be putting his direct links for his Instagram and I believe his YouTube in the description of this video. I didn't do it yet, but I'm going to do it as the tournament is going on. So I just want to say shout out to Mr. D Artist. Thank you so much for, giving us the opportunity to show that off, and also for providing us something that way I don't have to work as hard. So thank you so much to everybody else that's out there and that's going to be watching us for the first time. We are a One Piece podcast. We talk about One Piece exclusively. We don't necessarily watch it, but we do read it every time it comes out.
I actually watched it today. I had like a small break period. I know you. We all know you watch it, Chris. I had a small little break, and it was cool. I had some critiques, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. Too crazy. I watched the latest episode. Zoro was fighting King. It was dope.
Yeah. I saw the swipes.
Yo.
Also, for anybody that doesn't know either, we do not talk about spoilers. So no chapter 1076 spoilers. If you do talk about spoilers, we're most likely gonna just ban you. I think that's just the easiest way to handle that. If you're new, you might get a warning if we don't know who you are. But overall, the mods are in the chat. I can see, so I know they're pretty good at handling that.
Shout out to the mods, especially Chris, because he's helping us out today.
Both Chris's.
Both Chris's are here?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
Old man Chris and then Chris with the X is here.
Yeah, man. Old man Chris did better than Chris with the X. No, he didn't actually. I don't think he did. I think old man Chris came in last, actually. Which is wild, because he had all the knowledge.
Yeah.
All the knowledge.
Yeah, he was I voted for him to win.
I would have won, but it was like the buzzers. I kept.
Nah, bro. Strahd killed you.
Apparently, Chestnut didn't want anybody to win. So.
Here we go.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the DDT, the show where we have y'all join us in the Discord voice chat to debate and champion for your favorite combatants. Like Larry said, we are continuing the mid-tier tournament. Should be a whole lot of fun. We have some real interesting matchups today to discuss. So, should be a lot of fun. If you guys do want to join and have your words heard or champion for whoever you think is going to win, join us in the Discord. Join the entrance to the den, and we will drag you guys up. As always, we ask that you remain muted until we call upon you, so we're not all just talking all over each other. Should be some really interesting debates. I'm really curious to know y'all thoughts on a couple of these matchups. So should be a lot of fun. The first matchup we have today is going to what?
Let me change it. You can continue.
Yeah. The first matchup we have today is going to be Bartolomeo the Cannibal versus Caesar Clown the Mad Scientist. It should be really interesting. I'm still not sure who I think wins this fight. I'm curious to see Larry's take, Chris's take, and everybody in the Discord's take. But again, if you guys want to talk about it, if you want to be a part of the conversation, join the Discord, join the voice chat, and we can hear your words on it, man. Again, A lot of these people are super mid, so it's gonna be. We will allow, and I'll say it again: fair and reasonable speculation. Larry, I'm gonna say it again for you.
Listen, bro.
Fair and reasonable
I said
speculation.
Fair, I said fair, reasonable speculation myself, bro. I killed it, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen, fair and reasonable. And for those of y'all asking why I'm at Larry's crib so many times now, I just like the setup better. I think it works better when we're here together like this, and because
he just
my
wants
setup,
to be near my warmth, bro. That's really what it is.
My setup be having issues. Sound, visual, internet, the whole shebang. So I need to do a whole rework of what my setup looks like. So for now, I'm just borrowing Larry's to do the DDTs. What are you doing, bro? But all right. With that said, I do want to shout out Oz. He did become a member for 11 months to the Nakamura tier. Oz the Phenom said, "We in this bit," like he always does. I'm sure Oz, if he's available, will join the DDT like always. But with that being said, Chris, let's get started. Drag a couple folks in. You could pick. I can't see who's on the Discord right now, so pick 3 or 4 or whatever people.
You can do 4, right? How many people are in there?
I don't know. I can't see it, dog. All right, who we got? I think that's Ragnar, Oz, Infamous, and Dyer. What up, Dyer?
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Dyer back at it again with the white vents. Glad to see you, bro. How are you?
Glad to be on. I'm doing good.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up, Infamous? What's up, Ragnar? What's up, Oz?
What's up, boys?
We are indeed in this bit. I hope y'all like Chris's silky.
We always.
I see it up close now.
You see it up close?
Yeah.
Yep. Know the vibes.
Oh man. But with that said, you do know the vibes. Who you got, what diff, and why? And we'll start with Dyer. What's going on, man? Bartolomeo versus Caesar Clown. No holds bar. Who you got, what diff, and why?
I'll go with a very high diff, but Barto takes it.
Okay.
Only because if Barto plays this well, he can probably just like cut himself off from any form of Caesar's attacks. And after that, I don't think Caesar packs a punch to do anything beyond that.
Okay.
But it's a tight one. Because Barto is not like the most illustrious fighter either.
Yeah, again, this is the mid tier. There's gonna be a whole lot of mid going on. I like Barto. I like Caesar as a character as well. As far as fighting combatants, they're not the best. They both have. It's funny because I got into a huge debate with Lionel, and I'm gonna let you guys get your takes. And Lionel said, "Don't put Bartolomeo in the tournament. He's gonna wipe everybody because nobody can argue his defenses." And I was like, he might not win his first matchup. We'll see. But I appreciate the take, Dyer. Hey, where's the? Are you still doing the counter?
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I forgot to do it.
It's alright. But that's one for Barto. And you said high diff, Dyer?
Yeah, high diff, like super, super tight.
Awesome. Alright, we'll go to Ragnar.
Yeah. This is gonna be a little different. Still do it. Oh.
Ragnar, you live? Ragnar might not be live.
He was talking earlier, so.
Okay. All right, we'll go right to you, Oz. What's going on, man?
All right, what's up, guys? Well, this was kind of hard, but not really. I got Caesar.
Okay.
I got Caesar winning. I just feel like Caesar has a lot with his not just with his removal of oxygen, which could catch Bartolomeo off guard, but we've seen him use all his gas with the fire, with the explosions, with the little maraca things in his hands. I don't know what it's called. Then he has that high, what is it? That high blue flame sword that he created. I forgot what that one was called too. So yeah, I don't think we can But see, this is kind of hard too, because then I can think of a way that because Bartolomeo is actually really good at controlling his shield as well. So I feel like, oh, I don't know, man. Now I'm just rethinking everything.
You need me to come back to you, Oz?
Please, bro.
All right. I appreciate the take, Oz. Yeah, this is an interesting one because I don't know that either of them have any extreme capability to harm the other. I think Caesar kind of has a bigger edge there than Barto does, but like Barto's defenses are really good. So we'll go to you, Infamous. How you doing, man? Who you got? What diff and why?
I'm good, Feb. I gotta go with Barto, and I'll just take this from a portrayal standpoint.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that Barto is or has to be stronger than Caesar because he's part of the Grand Fleet. And the Grand Fleet is gonna be a group that's gonna be that's gonna help during the final war in order for Luffy to become Pirate King or to, overthrow the government or whatever. And so I think that because based on how the Grand Fleet was introduced, I believe number one or number two, how they were introduced was where I'm not sure it was either Barto or Cavendish that were introduced as the number one or number two of the Grand Fleet. So I would have to go based on that. And I mean, Caesar and Barto, they haven't really shown, any. I guess Barto did defeat what is his name, Gladios
Gladius, yeah.
during.
Bardo defeated Gladios and Hack.
And Hack,
Oh,
yeah. And technically
wow.
Bellamy, I guess. I mean,
I'm not really good with Dressrosa because I have to reread it, but thank you for that information. But yeah, I got Barto, and I'm gonna say mid diff because I'm not just gonna discount Caesar because Caesar definitely has a lot in his arsenal. Because when I look at Barto, his barrier fruit is good for defense. I mean, it can be used for offense, but I don't know, the barrier fruit just seems limited in a way. Like
Mhm.
when you think of the word barrier, you think of defense. And so, yeah, and I assume Barto has observation and armament hockey, right?
Not
I
confirmed.
don't think either have been confirmed for him.
Not confirmed.
Wow.
And he uses his barrier. I don't know if you remember from Dressrosa, but he uses his barrier to basically copy Luffy in the way he punches. Like he makes like
Yeah, that is
a glove
true.
around his fist and he
Mhm.
punches.
Can a barrier do something against gas that could just easily be intangible? Hmm.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
tricky one, y'all. It's really
Okay.
gonna
Oh,
come down
man.
to how
Oh.
y'all scale these two and what you think would happen if they clashed with one another.
You know what? Okay, here, I'll just stick with what I originally said not to waste any more time, but I'm going to say Barto. I'm going to say mid diff. Caesar definitely has a lot of things up his sleeve. And I think Barto should be at least stronger than some of the opponents Luffy's faced in the past because he is a commander. Because Luffy's a Yonko now and he has commanders, they're going to probably be comparable to, the commanders of Whitebeard that showed up at Marineford. The war is going to be bigger at the end, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, why did
Yeah,
you
I'm just assuming that they should be maybe comparable at the end, maybe at the end of the story. Not saying that they're gonna surpass them in any way, but yeah, that's my take. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate the take, Infamous. We'll go to Ragnar if he's capable of talking this
No,
time.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Oh,
up
all
here.
right.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So we've seen Logia like Smoker make a semi-solid state of his smoke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and we've seen Caesar condense his gas into a semi-solid state. So, am I given enough leverage to think that Caesar can move in between different states of matter? I'm asking you that. I'm asking before I go into this.
Is that fair and reasonable?
Not at all.
Hey, I did not.
What is that, bro?
Oh man, a part of me wants to say yes, but I'm gonna say nah, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, because I get where you're going, right? Say, see, he creates.
Yeah.
Can he like slip through the barrier? Is that where you're going with it?
Yeah, because if he can turn into plasma, he can go through the barrier regardless of the barrier.
I should have paid more attention.
I mean, we
in
don't really
science
know the
class.
physics of the barrier.
It doesn't matter what the physics are. He
Well,
can
yeah,
generate
'cause they-
energy away from himself. He can
Yeah,
actually
but-
just cause. If he can do
What do
it,
you
this is
think,
what I'm saying.
Really
If he
like-
can do it,
It's
short,
a
you
magical
know he can.
Do you think
barrier
he
that
could? Do you
appears
think
out
it
of
should
thin
be
air.
allowed to be argued that he could slip through the barrier?
Y'all coming at me when I was trying to silence people.
Listen, Listen, man. I don't know.
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure that science applies to devil fruit magic.
you know, Ragnar, state your point regardless, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say
If
it's
he
a
can
debate.
turn into, if he can turn into the legendary fourth state of matter, which is plasma, right? If he can do that, then even if Bartholomew has a barrier, he can create an electric spark inside that barrier away from himself just by affecting the ions in the air. That's it. He could shock Barto to death even inside the barrier. If that's the case, it's a low diff. If he can't do that, it's an extreme diff still Caesar.
So either way, you're going Caesar, just depending
Yeah,
on
because
how
he eventually
effective.
Barto has to leave the barrier. That's my idea. He has to leave the barrier eventually, and if he ever does, Caesar will kill him at that point. Because if you can knock out Luffy in a matter of seconds, you can definitely knock out Barto in a matter of seconds.
Well, but here's the thing. Barto can move his barrier around. What if he puts it around Caesar and just choke him there, bitch?
Just choke him.
But Caesar is gas.
Yeah, but eventually he'll have to eat or something. And Bardo can just look at him, fingers crossed. Would be a long and very...
I feel like the
long
fight's gonna be
process.
long regardless.
Yeah, it would be a long process, but I feel like you can win that way.
But all right. I appreciate the take, Ragnar. Oz, did you confirm up with whatever you wanted to say, or what's up?
Yeah, I'm still going. I'm still going Caesar. It's just I had to confirm whether or not Bartolo had Hagi, because even if like I just don't see a way for Bartolo to really damage Caesar, to be honest. So like, and I thought he did have Haki just because I remember he defeated like a vice admiral during Dressrosa. So I just had to search that up real quick, but no, it was just the barrier is just that strong, which that I think that would kind of deny Ragnar's little phasing thing, because like if Odin's hockey didn't get through that shit, bro, I don't. I'm not trying to hear Caesar going through that, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Caesar, mid to high diff.
All right. Appreciate the takes, y'all. Chris, you want to give your take now?
Sure. For me, I think it's Caesar. I almost want to say like low to mid diff, to be honest. I think that the only possible way Barto will have a chance against Caesar is if they fight in like a compact area, like possibly like the Dressrosa battleground or whatever in the tournament, the arena. Other than that, I think Caesar's gas ability is just is pretty much broken, to be honest. I think it's actually kind of a broken ability, and we kind of underestimate it because he was like kind of the first opponent that Luffy fought in the New World. But I don't see any possible way that Barto could handle that, especially if he doesn't have Haki. If he had Haki, then maybe that'll be a different story. And even then, I think that he would have to be able to infuse his barriers of Haki to make it more of a fair fight, or for me to push the envelope towards Barto's edge. But I think Caesar's evasibility is just too like great and overwhelming for Barto to handle when he's in his gaseous state. We have seen Caesar not only be able to suck away the oxygen so that people around him can't breathe, but he's able to like infuse muscle relaxants into people. He's that to the backbeard. It just things like that, and I just feel like basically Caesar has multiple ways of defeating Barto, whereas Barto doesn't really have any. So I give the edge to Caesar.
Appreciate the take, Chris. Does anybody have anything they want to rebuke before we drop y'all down and put in another group in here?
Nope.
I've said my piece.
Nope.
All right. I appreciate the takes, gentlemen. Stick around. We're definitely going to get you guys in for another couple matchups we have in here. I think this one might be tightly debated even. We'll see. But appreciated it, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Before we get another group in here, we did get a 6-month membership to Nakama from our guy Soga King. He says Barto low diff #buggy gang. I appreciate that so much, Soga King. Seriously. All right, Chris, let's get another group in here, man.
Let's do it.
Also, I love the posters on the back, man. I do.
𝐴𝐻𝐸.
Man. The Riley one.
I love the Boondocks. Try to add more. Got Party Pete in here. My guy. Is this enough, or do you want more people?
No, this is good. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the DDT. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. We are still debating Caesar versus Caesar. Caesar Clown versus Bartolomeo. Who you got? What diff and why? And we'll start with our guy Party Pete. What's going on, man?
What's up? I mean, I think I'm gonna give it to Barto because his barrier is kind of invincible, which I feel like would be a problem for Caesar. And then if he hits him, he's got a soft chin, so if he just uses his barrier to kind of close the gap or surprise him, I don't think Caesar's any sort of high level fighter to where Barto couldn't put him out with a couple punches like he did Gladius.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when Barto tries to do that, maybe Caesar could hit him with some gas and knock him out. So I guess it's kind of tough, but I feel like it'd be harder for Caesar to take down Barto than it would for Barto to take him down. So I'll give it to Barto high diff.
All right. Appreciate the take, Party.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to who, man?
Yeah, I might give it to Barto.
Okay.
It is too speculatory to say he could put a shield bubble around his head, or
I was going there with my logic as well.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He could kind of block off the gases. But yeah, I just feel like his all the explosive gases, his the blue beam sword that he got, he's gonna shield all that. So yeah, I'll probably give it to Barto high diff.
All right. Appreciate the take, who, man? We'll go to Cube. Oh, that's Maze. I'm sorry. Maze.
Yo, yeah, I gotta come in here for my boy Bartolomeo. I don't see what Caesar could do to him. Honestly, Caesar's physically pretty weak. He's a scientist, stereotypically, no physical feats whatsoever. He completely relies on his chemicals, and I'm convinced that Bartolomeo could just walk with a bubble and just smack him with an extension of that bubble, and he would go down. If not that, he would just extend the bubble and surround him, compress him until he's a compressed gas. Even if he doesn't have hockey, because I can't remember if he has hockey or not.
It's not stated
he could
that he
trap
has it
him
or
in
not.
the bubble and then crush him. Yeah, but even if he doesn't, he could just crush him within the bubble, and do it that way. And other than that, he's literally got the power of plot armor. Come on, even Odin can't get through that shit. Come on.
Can we allow plot
Bartolomeo
armor?
over here?
Can we allow plot armor in the DDT, Larry? I don't know that we can.
I don't allow it in anything.
All
right.
Allow plot armor to be argued in the DDT.
Bro, that's it. That's his devil fruit. Come on.
Let me quickly add something. I'm not trying to change your minds, but you guys rewatched the fight with Luffy and Caesar. Caesar tanked a couple Gear 2 punches. He forced Luffy to use Gear 4 in order to beat him, and he survived 2 rounds in Gear 4. So Caesar has taken hits. I just want to remind people.
Yeah,
Caesar did not force Gear 4.
Yeah, Luffy felt like he couldn't beat him in Gear 2. He tanked Gear 2 attacks, and
He,
was relative.
Didn't he
he,
use
he did
gear
not
third,
use gear fourth,
not
though.
fourth?
I mean, that's
Oh, gear 3. Or whatever.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
gear 3. My bad. I said gear 4.
You good?
Just elephant gun or whatever hockey thing. My bad. Not gear 4.
Yeah,
Gear
he
3.
used a grizzly like shot or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I misspoke. Not gear 4. You're right.
You good?
Yeah, no, but the big thing for me is like he's got poison protection that I think would work like hard counter against Caesar.
Then can y'all just like explain to me how y'all think Barto's powers work? Like, do you guys think like literally trap you in like a
I think he can make one like consistent like thing or whatever, as long as it connects and it doesn't break apart or whatever, like it's fine, and he can only stretch it as far as the staircases, which should be like more than enough he needs to beat Caesar.
I'm not sure, honestly. To me it's difficult because it's like if he has hockey, I think everybody would say he would whoop Caesar's ass. But like it's just not confirmed. You know what I mean? So it's like it's whether or not you think he does, or whether you think the barrier would still be effective, or he could find a way to survive and use the barrier to straight up defeat Caesar in another way. I thought back to like maybe a kind of how Big Mom was trapped in her little circle thing and then flung down. I don't know. There's avenues, I guess. It's just it's weird. It's weird. But I appreciate the take, Maze. We'll go to Wandon.
Hey, yo, what's up?
What's
You
going
know, I
on?
always come in with the questions. So,
It's all good.
I didn't catch the end of the last round. Did Ragnar have a good argument that Caesar could pass through the barrier?
I don't even remember what his argument was per se. He was just saying that the fact that he's gas, if he can tap into the fourth state of gas, which is plasma, he should be able to phase through the barrier. Whether you acknowledge that as a possible thing is up to you and your interpretation. I don't think it's something we've seen Caesar. Have you seen him turn into plasma? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that we've seen him do that. Is it reasonable to think that he could? I think so. I think it is. Like, he's a gas logia user who's a scientist. Like, if anybody could do it, it'd probably be him. So I'll let that be argued either way. If you think he could do it or not, it's up to y'all. But
I don't remember if Bartolomeo's barrier is like absolute, like blocked off that gas couldn't get in. Like, wouldn't air need to be in it if he's breathing inside it?
you would
It's like
assume,
gas.
right? I mean, I would
I
assume.
feel like. And with no hockey, I think I'm gonna give it to Caesar because like without the natural counter to gas, whatever that is, I know Barto doesn't have it though. And with no hockey, I don't see. I just I don't see it. Even to the argument that y'all said earlier about the barrier around his head, I feel like unless it's like coming out of his neck, it'll still be like some kind of like gap in between.
Some small gap, yeah. Some crease or something in there.
Exactly.
On a molecular
I'm
level.
to give it to Caesar. Yeah. I'll say high diff, Caesar.
All right. Appreciate the take, Juan. Anybody want to rebut anything they heard before we drop y'all and get another group?
I just wanted to rebut the whole Barto not having hockey so he can't hurt Caesar. I believe we've seen him code his fist with his barrier and hit somebody, so we know he can do that. And we've also seen that barrier stop, Odin's. Like, it wasn't Barto that did it, but we saw the power of that double fruit to be able to stop, a hockey-coated Odin blades when he was in a rage. But I think in terms of how they stack up against even something using hockey power to attack, I think it does just fine. And from what we know in One Piece, there's not anything that can penetrate that barrier. So if we're going off what we know, even if you speculate that Caesar can turn into plasma, there's nothing that says plasma can get through that barrier. Because all we know about that barrier is that it's invincible. And so even if he turns into plasma, I don't see why Barto wouldn't be able to hit him. And Caesar's shown to have a weak chin. So if Barto does make physical contact with him with his barrier on his fist, or he can, cover his face and, to protect him from the gas, and he headbutts him or something. I can see him doing something like that. Like, all of that would mess up Caesar because he's got really no defense And again, there's just nothing that shows that Barto's barrier can't touch Caesar.
Well, I don't even think he needs the plasma to get through the barrier. I just like his regular
Right,
Logan.
but all we know about the barrier is that it's invincible. So like, why do we think
It's
Caesar?
like
he's not saying he's breaking the barrier part. He's saying he's just gonna like slip into it via like above or below, or like if there's a barrier, like if there's a door or if there's a barrier or whatever, on some level there's space between the ground, the physical ground, or wherever the barrier is. Is what you're saying, I believe, Wanda.
But haven't we seen him make like an enclosed barrier with his fruit?
Is that Party P talking?
Yeah, I believe I might be misremembering, but I thought he did something along those lines.
Yeah, he did.
So, but that's what I'm saying. It's like if he can make a full barrier around himself, then how would Caesar approach it?
Well, I was saying if he's still breathing
what I
inside
was saying
the barrier, then it has to be some kind of like air circulation. And we never see him go up against like a Loki. We've only known like natural counters and hockey to be able to damage Loki. So to say like this barrier fruit can just like damage a Logia without hockey, that seems kind of like overpowered.
Well, not
so.
Well, I mean, they said the
thing
barrier
I'd say
invincible,
about that.
so.
The thing I'd say about that is the entire point of the fruit is that it's like an impermeable barrier, and so if it has to be the ultimate barrier, that means that nothing could go through it, and if nothing can go through it, then it would bounce off, and if it can't go through it, then it has to be able to hit that same substance. So it has to be able to hit the gas.
I feel like it's more of like a physical attacks, not so much gaseous.
Like imagine a big wall, and then someone like threw that wall at you. Like it's still touching you. Like even if you like spray gas, like a fire extinguisher or something, like you spray smoke at a wall, it still hits the wall. And if someone dropped that wall on that gas at high speeds, it would still be compacted to some degree. Whether or not that would hurt, whether or not it would hurt Caesar all that much, I don't know. But like I said, Caesar's just known to have a particularly weak chin. So
the thing is, though, like he's a Logia, though. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter if you hit him with stuff if you can't bypass the Logia ability, it wouldn't really matter if he gets hit, right?
And my main thing was,
like, what if he got trapped?
But that's the thing with Barto's fruit. Have we seen him like trap anyone fully enclosed? I know we've seen him, use his barrier punch or whatever.
Yes, we have seen him trap and fully enclosed. He enclosed himself and Gladius inside the barrier, and nothing else escaped after Gladius exploded, right? If I remember correctly. They were both enclosed inside the barrier. But like, is that giving him an advantage? I'm asking a genuine question. Is that an advantage to Bartolomeo in that space? Like, maybe he can enclose himself and he can't get hit, but then it's like, you got to be able to knock the other guy out too. It might be a stalemate.
Just by the logic, if it can block it, it can touch it, and if it can touch it, it can hit it if enough force is applied.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like what I was saying. Like it seems that Barto can only enclose himself, or I guess as long as he's enclosed, like he can enclose himself, but he can't just enclose someone else and him being outside of that barrier.
So the reason.
And so to me, it's like, if he can't enclose Caesar, and only Caesar in a barrier, where whatever you guys are saying about him not being able to breathe or enclosing his just his head, which I don't think Barto can do. Then to me, Caesar's like evasiveness or just his spreadability of his power is just way too wide for like Barto to attack or block from all angles.
I think also, to be fair with the whole Logia thing, like we've seen Logias be beaten without hockey if they're countered by something that's just naturally opposed to them, and impermeable barrier is naturally opposed to most forces.
So
like
the way
it's not like as direct as like.
So we're talking about the barrier, but
the way we keep talking about the barrier is like he has to put it around himself, but we know that he can use it outside of himself because he makes the stairs for Robin, so he can make any shape he wants. He states that, and so why he could take it outside of himself, and he doesn't have to put the barrier around himself. He could keep the gas off of himself by putting the barrier around Caesar, and just closing the barrier until he doesn't have any more room to live.
So for me, I personally don't think he can do that because we simply have not seen him do that. Else he could have done that against Gladius with explosions.
But I think that's reasonable speculation considering that we've seen him both create full enclosures and create shapes outside of his own body. I don't think it's unreasonable. If we can speculate that Caesar can have a plasma form, I think that's a reasonable speculation that Bartolomeo can enclose an object outside of himself. Considering
I don't agree with the plasma thing, but and y'all correct me if I'm wrong because
but we are accepting it in like in the terms of this argument in general. So I feel like both should be acceptable.
I'm willing to accept both.
Okay, but when Cavendish went into his form at the name, did Barto enclose him fully? Because I'm trying to remember. I really don't remember. So this is a genuine question. But if I recall, like Cavendish was able to see an opening at the top.
Yeah, there was an opening at the top, right? I think.
Yeah, so that kind of shows that Barto can't enclose other people completely. And so if there's any opening, then Caesar can easily get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think just because he did it in that one instance means that he can't.
It doesn't seem like he could do that.
But I don't think him not doing it in that one instance means that he can't, because we've seen him make full enclosures and we've seen him manipulate his devil fruit into a multitude of shapes outside of using it on his own body. So like I said,
we've only seen him make full enclosures around himself.
Right, but I'm saying we've seen both parts of it, so there's no reason to think that he can't put them together just based off of one instance where, also the plot kind of has to carry forward in some points. So like you kind of got to leave a hole at the top so we can keep the story going.
Or did you just argue
the
plot?
thing is, you have to.
Yeah.
You don't argue plot in the DDT.
Because
I'm talking about why he didn't do.
Okay.
He's saying that he can't do it because he didn't do it that one time, and I'm saying I don't think that's necessarily always fair to take in the context of the narrative.
Cavendish, those Gladius. I mean, if the guy's exploded, I don't understand why you just don't enclose the explosions. You know what I'm saying? And the thing too is, if you enclose someone, so like let's say Barto does enclose Caesar. What Seb was saying, and what I always say, like just because you have amazing defense, you're not going to win if you don't have offense. So if Caesar's enclosed, and if Caesar can live in that state because of his gas ability, what is Barto doing to attack Caesar? At some point, Barto has to expose himself to Caesar in order to attack him. And to me, if that is the case, then Caesar can use his abilities to, slow down Barto.
The thing is that he can just
he touches him.
If he does get hit. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If he gets him enclosed, all he has to do is move his barrier, because we know he can move it actively. Like when it's active, it's not like a get it out there and it's fixed. So he can just shrink it until the natural thing happens when you don't have any more room. You just get crushed to death.
I love Barto, but I don't think
I just don't see how the barrier is like hurting this man. Like I don't see how a wall could hurt like gas or smoke. Like it'll hit the smoke, but the smoke will just.
I'll say this, right, and we'll drop y'all after this. But I'll say this: I think if Barto is able to enclose Caesar, he could ring him out. You know what I mean? He could just walk him to wherever the hell there's some water, like ocean water, and just throw him in there. And then the fight would be over. But which I could totally see happening. But I don't necessarily think he needs to straight up knock Caesar out to win. Like he can win it that way if you can just like encapsulate him for long enough and then just be like. No. But
I want to add
that's up to y'all if y'all think it goes that way.
I want to add one thing too. Like the context where we saw Caesar lose was inside of a room. But outside, I'm just not seeing like how if we plopped Barto and Caesar outside and said, all right, y'all fight, why wouldn't Caesar just immediately spread himself across outside? So if he's like spreading his body throughout an entire wide range area, How can we never seen Barto create like some sort of barrier like wide enough or long enough?
I mean, did Caesar do that when he fought Luffy outside?
No, he did something more effective. He took away the air of everybody in the situation.
Right. But if we're applying the same logic as Barto's abilities.
So outside, it was Luffy lost. It took Luffy being inside. That was the context, if we're being honest.
No, I'm saying when he fought Luffy outside, like he didn't, do any of that. So like, if we're not probably gonna give Barto the credit for being able to like encapsulate something outside of him, so I won't give Caesar the credit for something we haven't seen him do.
Well, we saw, okay, so Luffy's outside. Immediately, Caesar removes the oxygen. Luffy's cave.
Yeah, but that's not. But he didn't like disperse himself all the way into all the oxygen around the place and like become invisible. That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's any reason like we could say Caesar could do that if we're applying the same logic as we were doing with Barto's ability.
He dispersed himself out throughout the entire factory. But even if we take that out, removing oxygen just like that immediately KOs Caesar. Or I'm sorry, KOs Barto. So if anything, Barto might have to use his powers to put some sort of a barrier around his head so that he could like make sure he has constant oxygen.
But all right, y'all. We're gonna drop y'all and get another group. Is that unless anybody's changing their vote? No. Cool. I appreciate the takes, gentlemen. Stick around. We'll get y'all in for another debate, for another matchup. Chris, before we jump in, we did get another membership to Shichibukai status from T-Bone. Thank you so much, T-Bone. Please enjoy all the emojis and emotes that you get with Shichibukai status, man. Right. Let's go. Yeah, I still don't know who wins. Like, I'm still like, I've heard everybody's debates, and I still don't know.
You say that all the time.
Shin gonna come with something.
I hope he got his shirt on, though. Shin without the shirt is nasty work, bro.
Hey, me without the shirt.
He extra violent, bro.
It's eye candy.
It is eye candy. I stood in there just to look at you, bro.
You did?
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the DDT. Before we set it off, I just want to say happy belated to 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐴, man. It was your birthday the other day. Happy belated, man. I hope you had a great one.
Appreciate it.
But all right, y'all. Welcome to the DDT. You know the vibes. Who you got? What diff? And why? And we'll start with Seer. We're still debating Caesar versus Bartolomeo.
Can you pass me real quick, please?
Birthday.
I still gotta think about it.
That's cool. Who else we got in here? Let's go to Muppets. Muppets, you talking? I don't know if I can hear him or not.
No, I can't hear him either.
Yo. Chris, drop Muppets and bring them back. See if that works.
I'll go if nobody else want to go.
Yeah, go ahead, Chin.
So I did a little research. Yeah, this man Bartholomew. This man.
We can hear you now, but we're gonna let Shin go.
Okay.
But then we'll go to you next. All right.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah, I was doing research. Why don't Bartholomew got hockey? That's my whole thing. If he had hockey, I can make an argument for him. But like, he doesn't have hockey. And then I was thinking about, well, maybe Devil Fruits can like sort of work like hockey. But then I remember Marineford where Luffy was trying to punch Logias and he still wasn't hitting him. So it's like, unless you got armament hockey, you're not doing nothing to Caesar. The best Bartholomew can do is make it a stalemate to the point where like he wrap himself in a barrier like he did when he was scared of Hakuba and like just stay in there and then like they both just stare at each other. But like other than that, I don't see him winning, honestly. So I'm gonna have to give it to my boy Caesar. Mid diff just because I mess with Bartholomew.
All right. It's a close one. Appreciate the take. Shin, we'll go to Muppets.
All right. So I think it's Caesar. Just and everything I'm saying is gonna be like hypothetical. So, can you like go on the ground and just pop up and be underneath him, and just smoke him out that way?
I don't know.
I mean, that's literally how it's gonna happen because it's gonna be a big stalemate if that's the case because he's gonna be in the barrier, he's gonna try to smoke or trying to poison, and it's not gonna work. So I think he's just gonna go on the ground, pop up with the smoke because he's gonna melt the ground, and then poison him that way. Because he only has burial, that's all he can do. He's not a smart guy. Like Caesar is literally a scientist. He's probably one of the top 5 scientists in the world, and he can be smart enough to think how to beat him. And it's gonna probably be mid diff.
All right. Appreciate the take, Muppets. We'll go to Michael Jimenez. Mike, you there? If you're talking, you're on mute. We can't hear you. All right. We'll go to Mike Super then. What's going on, Mike?
I'm good, bro.
I'm chilling, man. Eating nachos.
About to ask what y'all are eating.
I can see, son.
They a little spicy.
What's to the fatty? What's up, leg?
What up? What up? What up?
What's good, bro? I ain't even gonna lie. This was, man. Alright, I got a question. Can Barto cover his nose
I can't hear him,
with
man.
his barrier?
Can he cover his nose?
Yeah, because if not, he losing. Because Gangsta Gastino's the man. Like hands down, this isn't even close, man. It's like no diff Caesar. Unless Bartolomeo could like cover his nose, because if not, he's gonna suck the oxygen. Not even. Can't Caesar just increase the like O2? Like, couldn't he just get like carbon monoxide or something if he just increases that? Can't he control gas?
I believe so.
Yeah. So if he could bring up the oxygen levels, I'm sorry, it's over. I'm sorry, we were beefing in the Discord. I wasn't prepped, but this is an easy one.
It's all right, man.
What's that, Mike?
Appreciate the take. Mike, Jimenez, talk again. I don't know if we can hear you. I saw it light up.
Can
green.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Cool. What's going on, man?
Thank you. Hello. This is the first time that I've been talking to you.
Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the DDT. Mike? Did we lose Mike again?
Bro, I think we lost him.
I think we lost him again.
Wait, who's the person talking before Mike?
So there's Mike Super 17, and then there's Michael Jimenez 1997.
So Mike Super, because I was saying before you hopped in that Barto could maybe put a barrier around his head like a helmet. Does that change anything for you? By the way, I think so.
He can't. Does that mean he can? If he's using the barrier as a helmet, that means he can't use the barrier anywhere else. It's over for him.
I agree.
Yo, can he create multiple barriers at once? No, right?
He did the stairs.
He only got one.
But the stairs is one barrier. It's one long
No,
barrier.
he can't. Only one at a time.
Yeah, it's one long barrier. Yeah,
that's a good point.
You have to shoot the hands with a low gear. It's over.
Hey, it is what it is.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. All right. Jimenez, you there? Damn. First time in the DDT and we lost him. I blame Chris.
No.
I blame Chris. It's Chris' fault. It's the do-rag. It's the silky, bro.
I think this is the last group, right?
Is it?
My Kawasaki too strong.
No, I saw Toby in there.
He said the Conqueror's hockey.
Not everyone can withstand it.
All right, Seer.
Nobody can make a convincing argument for Bartholomew.
Birthday boy. What you got?
I was going to try to come up with an argument for Bartholomew, but Caesar has it. Bartholomew could try to close himself in his shield to not be hit by the gas, but at some point he will run out of oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
And Caesar can just steal the oxygen from him. Bartholomew doesn't have a chance. And from what we've seen, Bartholomew doesn't have hockey at all. So he most likely could not hit Caesar. So I'm gonna give it to Caesar like mid-div.
I appreciate the takes, y'all. Is there more people to add in, Chris, or is that it?
I think there's maybe 3 more people.
Yeah, we'll drop y'all and get another 3 in, and then stick around. We'll bring y'all back in for another debate for another matchup. But I appreciate the takes, y'all.
All right, gang. Seb, I just want to let you know, I hope you read the new chapter for Kingdom, because all that Reboku is trash talk. Out the window now. Out the window.
I didn't say he was trash. I just say he whack.
Oh my God! Now you going back.
He's
now
still
you
whack.
Going back. Oh my!
He's still
God.
whack. He'll never not be a lame. He will never not be a lame.
Hey, who was your favorite character? Who was your favorite
in Kingdom?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought it was somebody else. Somebody who just got murked.
No. He up there though. All right, y'all. I see Chestnut in the chat. What up, Chestnut?
These are the only 2 left. There was one other person, but he just left the den.
Did Jimenez come back? Or he gone?
Got back when his.
Right. All right, y'all. Welcome to the DDT. We'll try. What up, Toby? We're gonna try Jimenez one more time, man. What up, Mike?
What's up, my brother? It's a little dark in my room, though.
Yeah, dark.
Bro, I can't find my remote for the LED lights. I just got home. It's lost right now.
Terrible, man. But all right. Welcome to the DDT. Yeah, I know the vibes. Who you got? What diff? And why? And we'll start with Toby. What up, man?
Hold on. What's the matchup? I just got home.
All right, it's Caesar versus Bartolomeo.
Ooh. Oh man. All right. It hurts because Barto's my guy. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. He's my guy, but it's Caesar, yo. Caesar got this, bro. Caesar got this, bro. We saw, bro. Caesar could be so much better than he is, but we see what he's capable of doing, though. You know what I'm saying? With his food, he could just take people's breath out the air. You know what I'm saying? And wait, does he get to use like all kinds of science? Like, are we assuming he can?
Whatever we've seen him use.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over, yo. I'm gonna say Caesar. I'm gonna say Caesar, and I'm gonna say mid div just because he's not always been that kind of guy to just like immediately take someone out the way he could. We saw him just take Luffy out immediately, but he didn't always do that to the best of his capabilities though. So I'm gonna say mid div. I'm gonna say Caesar.
Appreciate the take, Toby. Barnes, it's on you. You know the vibes. Who you got? What diff? And why?
I'm gonna give it to Caesar high diff because of that cover story where he knocks out Katakuri and
Yeah, I forgot about
I gotta give it to Caesar because I remember. First of all, I got. Does Barto have armament hockey?
It's not stated that he does. No.
Okay, that's a problem.
It's not stated he doesn't have it, man.
But in the world where he has it, still his fighting style is a little too laid back to where I think Caesar could get off his sleeping gas, put Barto to sleep, and then we've seen Caesar use a gun. And Barto is human, so as you know, bullets. So that's it.
I mean, them bullets ain't
These are
penetrating
high
that
diff.
barrier, but word.
You does the barrier hold if you sleeping?
You got a point.
I don't know if the barrier stays up remotely when you're unconscious. I haven't seen that yet.
I think you need to be a conscious.
And his hands needs to stay like this, right? They gotta stay. Yeah. You gonna die. Yeah, you gonna die. You gonna die.
That is what it is, man. I feel like Caesar has been trying to set such a gas character.
Caesar for sure.
It is what it is. It's the mid tiers, bro. You can't survive. You can't survive. Bro.
It's tough. Life ain't fair out here.
Take Barnes. Larry, it's on you.
I think I got Caesar. I think that, what did it for me was he's not able to make the barrier more than twice. It has to stay connected. Also, I just feel like for example, right? Like Caesar off the rip just started messing with the air, before like Luffy even noticed. I feel like if he did that to Barto would actually trap himself in a bubble where like that's gonna consume energy, and like Logias are infinite that elemental. Like they're like we seen a Nell go to the moon. He doesn't need to breathe. Like he doesn't need air. So why would a gas man who could produce air need air anyway? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the advantages physically goes to Caesar, and he's smart enough to do a lot with it already. And like, even so, it's like Caesar could probably fog up to the point where like Barto can't see anything. And what's Barto gonna do? He's gonna go into hermit mode, right? So already it's like it comes down either to a battle of consumption of energy, which he'll lose anyway because he's not infinitely a barrier. He has to produce one. And also, like Barnes said, he has to like untwist his finger, right, in order to use that hand. If not, I mean, he punched with the barrier, but did we see his other hand?
Doing this.
Yeah, it's like his other hand was probably doing that, right? So that's a good
I mean,
point.
I don't know. Maybe it's a specific kind of barrier that he needs to do this, but either way, he's still limited.
I think the hand he created the barrier with was what he punched with.
But didn't he do a fist?
I thought it was a fist, but he could have definitely punched doing this. Like if there's a barrier around this, like it's still a punch.
Oh, that's painful. That's gotta hurt. Nah, first of all, I ain't seen that. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I gotta give it
I'm gonna go Caesar. I think I'm gonna go low diff.
Is what it is. Hey, listen, is what it is. All right, so and I want to say
Is
this.
Caesar alive?
Let the record show. Larry and I
Wasn't
had
Shanks rolling up on homie last we checked?
Huh?
Wasn't Shanks about to roll up on homie last we checked? Are we sure he's still alive?
Caesar?
No, we're not.
Yeah, because Caesar went and messed with Shanks' territory, so he's like, we gotta.
That's
go deal with that
Bartolomeo,
guy.
bro.
Barto, that's Barto.
Oh, sorry, Bartolomeo. I meant to say Bartolomeo.
Caesar know better, bro. Caesar know better. Chris, you about to say something?
Oh, Larry and I had the exact same take. Caesar Lodiv. So, legendary moment.
I'm gonna say this, right? And this, I think Caesar should win as far as DDT parameters go. Right? He's shown more. He's a Logia, etc. So I'm gonna pick Caesar. But if these two dudes fought in the manga, Caesar would find a way to lose the fight. I wanted y'all to know that. Like, I want y'all to know that. He would find a way to lose. And Bartolomeo would find a way to win. He's not gonna get my vote. But if them two dudes ever faced off in One Piece, Barto would, like I said earlier, if he encloses him or whatever in a barrier and just throws him in the water, whatever it takes, like, Oda would make it so that Caesar lost. But this is DDT. This ain't One Piece panels. So I'm going Caesar. I'm gonna go mid to high just because, like, he's a gag fighter. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
But like, based off the parameters, he can't win, bro. Like, him winning is BS. Like, Bartolomeo winning would be BS. So Barto's my guy. I like him more than Caesar. I actually do like Caesar, but I just want to point out, Lionel, Barto didn't make it past the first round. He said Barto was winning this. He said guaranteed he was gonna get all the votes. He didn't make it past the first round, bro.
Bro, he would have if you didn't pair him this way, bro.
Hey,
you gave
man,
him a bad matchup.
That's
a
life.
bad matchup.
That's life, bro. It is
Bro,
what
if
it
you're
is.
not making it past the first round, you definitely not winning it. No matter who you go against.
Nah, sometimes you got bad matchups.
Yo, you can't be proclaiming somebody about to win the whole tournament and they can't get out the first round, bro. I just want to send that shot at Lionel. But I'm gonna keep y'all around. And Chris, maybe drag another couple in here to debate because I have to get the new matchup in. But I appreciate the takes, y'all.
Larry, I need to hear a 10 out of 10 rating for this new chapter, bro.
I don't think you ready yet.
I was in the middle of reading it before I got dragged in.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, we don't got
chapter.
Larry has a
conversation.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
All right.
'Cause I was only like 10 pages in, so there's not much for me to say.
It's funny because Barto won the YouTube poll. He lost the Discord chat.
People hate Caesar, bro.
Barto's a people's champ. Everyone loves Barto.
Bro, Caesar is less evil than Barto.
Barto isn't even evil.
Barto's just funny, bro.
Barto's misunderstood. I love this scene.
Didn't Barto burn down a village?
Oh, another thing I wanted to point out, y'all. Mr. D Artist was in the chat. He's the guy who's creating the little pictures that we have. Larry shouted him out earlier. Shout out to Mr. D Artist. If you need any, sketch work done, any artwork done for anything you want to do, he's a dope artist. I hope y'all really enjoy these little matchups that he's creating. It's super cool, man. I love seeing them.
Yo, Barto's intro where he threw the black ball into the stands and had everyone running and pushing away each other like, oh my gosh, it's a bomb. Barto literally did that to expose how trash humanity is. He's a good person. I like him.
He's a what?
He's a good person.
Listen, bro.
I don't know if he's a good person.
Listen.
Good person is a strong word.
The only reason people be picking Barto is because narratively they can't escape the narrative. All right? They can't escape that somebody that's a part of the Straw Hat crew and is going to do things in the future can't be would actually beat somebody like Caesar. He has no way to touch Caesar at all. He doesn't even have anything to combat Caesar with, except
I agree with you. I said that people are sleeping on Caesar because he was Luffy's first opponent, and they turned Caesar into a gag. But Caesar was a menace.
A lot of people are just NPCs, bro. It's the same thing with Blackbeard. It's the same thing with Blackbeard, and it's the same thing with Sanji, and they think they can beat it's the same thing, bro. It's just everybody wants to believe just because some narrative is behind a character that they're gonna just beat somebody that's not a part of the narrative.
It's funny,
essentially.
that you said that.
This reminds me of the first moment that Larry went in on the chat.
It's the exact opposite. But whatever, we don't got to debate that right now. It's the exact opposite.
I feel you, man.
Yo, what's the next matchup, bro?
Caesar has one of the
Yo, Chris, Chris, can you put 5 more people in here?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Why not?
So y'all want Barto take or what, bro?
Oh yeah, let's go, JT.
Oh, JT who's in here now. Oh yeah, I mean, you give your Barto take. It's not gonna matter. He lost, bro.
Who won?
You ain't need to do it
Caesar won.
I mean, I think Caesar wins, but I think honestly, I think Caesar wins, but there's definitely an argument for Barto. I mean, say Barto makes that little dome around Caesar. Okay, people say he's gonna trap him. It's just gonna be a stalemate. What if he starts closing that dome up? He doesn't need ʍ𝐸 to lock Caesar up in there.
Yo, somebody else said that, but it's just is he gonna be harmed? Is that gonna knock Caesar out? I mean,
it would apply pressure on him, and Caesar's one of the least terrible characters that we've seen in the show.
Why doesn't he need oxygen?
Manel didn't need oxygen to go to space. He's chilling.
But that's just one. That's just one piece
dead,
that we know about. No one might need oxygen to go to space. We've just only seen the one thing. But we think, well, you eat, sleep, all that. So why would
Manel took an L to pre-time skip Luffy, bro. He's trying to escape the world, bro.
Caesar get choked. If he doesn't need oxygen, then how could he be choked?
Listen, yo, Barto stands. Let it go. He lost. It's all right.
You lost the game.
You lost the game. Hey, party. It's over. But all right, new matchup. is going to be Hajrudin versus Kawamatsu. The
What kind of weak
giant
match is this, yo?
Huh?
The battle of the mid.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, I like
is sweet.
Kawamatsu.
I like
Calling
Kawamatsu too. I'm not gonna
is
lie.
generous.
I gotta do my research because what the heck?
Who you got? What diff and why? And we'll go to JT because he ain't get to give his take for real.
I let me do my research on Hajrudin a little bit. Let me give me like 5 minutes.
All right, we'll go to Pig. Pig, what's up, man?
And so I'm gonna have to make this quick and dip out. I'm gonna give it to. I can't remember Hajrudin seeing any hockey from Hajrudin at all. So I'm gonna give it to Kawamatsu because I believe he's not only got the hockey, but he's also got speed. Granted, Hajrudin is a giant, but we've seen giants taken out by people before. Like, it's nothing new. So he's got speed, hockey, and that's really all he should really need to take him down.
All right. Appreciate the take, Pig. We'll go to Oz. Oz, you there? Oh wow, did we lose Oz? That's crazy.
Nah, his mic is going on and off.
I guess Chris, drop Oz and then drop him and bring him back and see what happens. But all right, we'll skip Oz and go to Infamous.
Yeah, I gotta go with my boy Kawamatsu on this one. And I'm just gonna say mid diff because I don't think that I think that Hajrudin is not gonna be easy to take down because he's a giant. Because he did fight that big ton guy who I still can't remember his name.
I'm gonna get it.
Bro, just stop.
I'm gonna get it. Why did you move the 1 to the 1
Talking about
and the
Mock
2 to the
Vice.
2?
It's a Mock Vice. Yeah.
Oh, Mock Vice, that's his name. Thank you. Yeah, he fought Mock Vice, and even though he had his bones, broken, he still pushed through. So I got to give that to Hajrudin. Now, Kawamatsu, I wish Kawamatsu showed more because even though if Kawamatsu was, deemed a kappa, a mythological, what is it called? I know like kappas are like, mythical creatures in Japanese lore, but he still was confirmed to be a fish man, and this guy has fish man karate, which sucks because we can't even, add that to his arsenal because he doesn't even have that. But he does have, swordsmanship. He's able to use Rio. I don't know if he has observation, but he was able to, he has I guess we could call him an armament hockey master because he knows Rio. And yeah, but I'm gonna say mid diff Kawamatsu. And yeah, that's it.
He has observation hockey.
Wait, who said that? Chris?
He has observation hockey, yeah, Chris.
Oh, it is? Okay, thank you. Okay. So I'd still give it to Kawamatsu. Yeah, okay, for sure. Thanks.
Appreciate the take, Infamous. We'll go to Ragnar.
All right.
Yeah, we
okay, I'm not gonna lie. Good. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted Hajrudin because I'm a giant stan. I'm all about the subspecies or the lower people. You know what I'm saying? Fishermen, giants, long arm tribe, all of them. The thing is, Kawamatsu is just overall a superior fighter compared to Hajrudin. It's not that he's lived longer or he's been in more fights than Kawamatsu either. Kawamatsu just seems to be that guy. And if you give him actually his physique that he naturally has as a fisherman, the only people in the Dazakaya 9 that are actually above him, in my opinion, are Denjiro and Ashura Doji, and one of them is already dead, so he's top 2. Yeah, I think he takes it around mid diff, like Infamous said. He could just cut some heals and let him bleed out and avoid some attacks. Or he could go for something like the eyes, which he could easily do. He could run up the arm and stab him in the eyes, and now he's a blind Hajrudin, and Hajrudin doesn't have like really good observation hockey, if any at all. So yeah, And he can do internal damage because he has Rio. And that is the biggest factor in this. Like, yeah. Don't get me wrong, Hajrudin also has decent techniques. Like, I think he has 𝐓𝐴𝐵 Spear. I think, is it 𝐓𝐵 Spear? I'm not sure. He has one of the giant techniques. He has one that I've seen so far. I don't know if it's one of the famous ones, but yeah. Kawamatsu, mid-diff.
Appreciate the take, Ragnar. We'll go to Oz.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
All right, what's up? Well, like I said back, first of all, Ragnar, Kawamatsu's not that guy, but I am gonna choose Kawamatsu. That was kind of wild, but okay. I'm still going with Kawamatsu. He's like everybody said, he's got the speed, he has the technique, he has the Rio. And we haven't really seen anything, not just from Hydrogen, however you say his name, but from any giant, bro. Like, every time we see one, they just get no diff by everybody. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, even the ones from Onigashima, the numbers, why were they even there? Like, I don't know, man. Just we haven't seen anything from giants to really give him anything. Now, granted, Hydrogen is starting the new giant pirates or whatever they're going to be called, but they haven't done anything yet. So Kawamatsu mid-diff.
All right. Appreciate the take. I will say he might not be the man or him or whatever Ragnar said in regular One Piece, but in a mid-tier tournament, he might be him. He might be a favorite somewhere in here. I don't know. Maybe. But I appreciate the take, guys. I don't remember who I went to first. Party, did I go to you already?
No, not yet.
Party.
All right. So, as much as Kawamatsu may actually win, I'm gonna pick the giant. One, just because nobody else picked him, and two, Kawamatsu is trash. We need to really come to terms with this. Easily the most useless of the Akazaya 9. Basically feetless. Like zero actual accomplishments to contribute to the group, except sitting in jail and playing with fish bones, killing a couple fodder. So, he holds absolutely zero respect in my heart. And I feel like before he beats this giant dude and gets all this praise because of the matchup, someone needs to just recognize how trash he is. Just like, with the exception of Jinbei, the rest of his fishman brethren, all of them have shown. All of them. All of them have shown. All of them have shown to be absolutely atrocious fighters. Except Fisher Tiger and Jinbei, all of them have shown to be absolutely atrocious fighters.
Oh my God.
He's not wrong. You know what I mean?
Bro, this guy's spreading misinformation.
To every guy in between. I'm not spreading any misinformation. Fishmen haven't even won a fight underwater. Maybe it was good for Kawamatsu that he wasn't raised around them because he learned some stuff from Odin, but he couldn't fight back the natural urge to be trash. And
he just said that his mom died. Party. I need you to understand that there was definitely racial undertones to everything you just said.
There's not.
I need you to acknowledge
This guy
that,
should
bro.
be canceled.
There's not.
I need you to acknowledge that.
Just
at
like
least,
we were just talking about.
At least he wasn't
Fishman
raised
hate
around
is
them.
popular nowadays.
Right. No, it has nothing to do
them with his chest.
He said
all this has to do with is the fact that all the fishmen we've seen besides Jinbei have been shown getting the brakes beaten off of them.
And the Giants aren't the same, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's
the
why
have shown better feats than the Giants.
Even though this is a matchup that Kawamatsu probably takes, I'm gonna take the Giant just because of how much I dislike Kawamatsu, because he was separated from this losing legacy of fishmen, and he still found a way to be useless and contribute absolutely zero.
Yo, Seb, can I rebuttal to this?
Please do.
To this nonsense I'm listening to.
Nonsense. Let me hear of the exploits of Kawamatsu.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is
he's wrong, but he's not wrong.
You need to reread. You need to what is the term when people say some bullshit?
Oh,
They
wait,
eat
wait,
better.
wait, wait,
Oh, there
wait,
you
wait,
go.
wait, wait, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, tell
Reframing,
me, wait, wait,
reframing.
wait.
He's family
Tell me
friendly out
about
here.
the fish. Tell
Reborn.
me
They need to
about
be
the
reborn,
Fishman W.
reincarnated. That's the answer.
Yeah, reborn. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just joking with
tell
you.
me about the Fishman W's that don't involve Jinbei and Fisher Tiger.
Hey, yo, what
Tiger?
about Jack?
What
Jack
about the
isn't in
Oh yeah.
Giants. Yeah, he half fisherman.
Who?
What about the
Jack? Jack? You mean the Beast Pirate Commander that took the most L's?
I mean, he did
Talk about that fish? You talking about that fish,
Yo,
man?
this
You
is
talking
how
about
y'all
Jack?
act like I act towards Fishman.
Nah, but that's
Bro.
I think the
I'm
Fishman.
surprised Ragnar hasn't
cool
swung on you
as-
through
I
virtually.
I'm
think the
trying not
Fishmen
to,
are
Seb. I'm
cool
trying
as
not to. I'm
as
trying
a
not to.
group in One Piece, but their display as fighters has been lackluster, with the exception of Jinbei and Fisher Tiger. And
I don't know why
Kawamatsu
you're
fits
including
that
Fisher
role as
Tiger.
well.
He's not wrong though. Let's be real.
Just because it's the one of the best of a bad bunch, that's why he's up there. But Jinbei is legit the truth.
I'll be real.
All right, hold on.
Kawamatsu
Hold
would
on. I gotta
probably beat
rebuttal real
Fisher
quick.
Tiger in a fight. I'm gonna be real.
I gotta
Right,
rebuttal
but
real
at
quick.
least no, but Seb, at least Fisher Tiger did something.
So
I mean,
party
Fisher Tiger didn't fight
At
nobody.
least,
All he did was
at
just set
least
slaves
he
free, you know?
did something.
Didn't fight nobody.
party. You're saying that fishmen have no feet. What have giants done? Let me know.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
thank
Again,
you, JT.
I
Thank you.
started this. I
Help me,
started this.
brother.
Wait. I started this by saying Kawamatsu would actually probably win the fight, and I'm only picking the giant just because I figured he shouldn't get skunked out here, because Kawamatsu's so trash. But that's again, I know
need
the
you to
giant.
acknowledge that makes you a hater.
I am a hater.
Right, as long as we
100%.
acknowledge these things.
100%.
And
Let him
bro,
cook. He's
openly
hating.
racist. This is crazy.
Let him cook. He's
I'm
hating. Let him cook.
100% hating, but I figured before we go through another 3 rounds of Kawamatsu love and trying to justify his feats, someone should tell the truth about why he is trash.
You know what?
I
Keep going with you.
I do.
Party. Wait, Steph. I need to jump in because Party, you my guy, man. You my guy, but look, I think you're focusing too much on Kawamatsu being a fisherman. You know what I'm saying? I'll ask you this: as a clan, who do you got, Giants or Samurais?
The Giants.
You're a liar.
You know what? That's an interesting.
This man, boo him.
The Giants.
It's cap, but
No,
no, such cap. I respect it.
No, because we just haven't seen the strong Giants yet, but we've seen all the samurai have to offer.
We have seen everything.
And it's
I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
After Odin, the drop off is so ridiculous.
What's this bit?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So, after Odin, the drop off is so ridiculous.
Ryuma, bro.
Ryuma's way before though. Stop it.
We're going all the way back. We're going all the way back to the
over-
ancient ancestors.
He's a samurai. Am I wrong?
We going back to the ancient ancestors in this?
But look, Seb, let's be real. How many of each one of those samurai have really like made the name for themselves besides Ryuma, besides Odin, and maybe
They live in an
Imoki?
isolated nation where they don't
Right,
live.
but
Hang on. Look at what happened when Pirates showed up.
Samurai
Look at what
blocking
Pirates
like
showed up.
One at a time, yo.
Guys, we gotta do one at a time.
Look,
Izo.
y'all are.
Izo
Go ahead, Pete Cook.
No, I've been going, so feel free to go.
Y'all are prisoners of the
Hold on, who goes? Who doesn't make the vote?
Pete just went. I still need Toby and Barnes.
I haven't given my take yet.
I thought it was you first, JT.
You went to. I said come back to me.
Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna have to wait, JT. We're gonna go to Toby. Oh man.
Alright, bro. Alright, if the fishman isn't 𝐲𝐸, we not hating, alright? 𝐲𝐸's the only trash fishman out here.
That's
Man,
cap.
Yo, Oz. Alright, I'm gonna stay on topic. Kawamatsu wins, bro. The Giants are trash. They're supposed to be something that they haven't been and probably never will be unless we get something on 𝐿𝐵𝐵 at some point. Until then, a giant buddy going down right along with the whole legacy. Like it's been for 1,000 episodes, 1,000 chapters. They suck. Kawamatsu has better hockey. He's faster. He has more feats. Better feats. And Pete, bro, I'm very disappointed in you. Right? Very disappointed.
Wait.
Oh, here we go.
What? Just name for me one
one Kawamatsu feat, not the 0 damage he did to Kaido, because that's not a
Bro.
feat. So just
He
name
fought easily
name
with
the
Tanjiro.
Kawamatsu.
One at a
Name
He
time.
made that with Tanjiro.
One at a time.
name
Bro,
the Kawamatsu.
bro, I can't remember the exact scene, but then he come up clutching. What chapter was it? He came up clutch
No.
inside the. Hey yo, who
He
was
said
that?
nope.
Speak up. Speak
He
up.
said nope.
Who was that? Speak up, yo. You might as well speak up now.
It was me.
That was
It
me.
was me. I'm just letting. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt.
Flame
you,
him.
So let me
He
let
a
you
hater.
cook. My bad. My bad, too. My bad.
All right, bro. All right. Does Kawamatsu have better hockey?
I'm dead.
All right, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at this. Does Kawamatsu have better hockey?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's faster.
You said better.
Yes.
So I'm not saying he's that guy. I'm not saying he's that guy.
I'm saying Hajrudin
Right.
has.
I was just asking for feats because you said he had better feats. I was just asking for some clarification.
Oh, I didn't even remember bro's name. I'm not gonna give you feats off the top of my head, bro.
Exactly. That's all I'm
Hey,
saying.
he's not my favorite character. But you calling Fishman dumb? Come on, bro. That's crazy.
It's not.
And what's that one dude who was with Jinbei at Whole Cake Island? He was putting in work.
Aladdin?
When they came
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yeah, he was putting
he was
in
putting in
work.
work against Oven. Yeah.
Okay, so
Didn't
we're
he
now
get
up to
cooked? Didn't his tail
3
get cooked?
fishmen with passable fighting abilities.
Hey,
So
Didn't his tail get cooked?
Hey, if it's 3 now, I got my point across. You lost. I got my point across. You said 2.
Yo,
I bung up another.
I would
It's
like
3
to
now.
say Hack is in this tournament, bro. Hack
Take
is
the
in this
L.
tournament.
And
Hack is supposed to be in the matchups tonight.
Hack broke his hand. Hack broke his hand after being on
Yo,
screen for
he's
like
a
15
master of
seconds.
Fishman.
So like, no, Hack broke his hand after to the dude
You know
that y'all
Hack
just said
trained
lost.
Robin. You know that,
Hack
right?
Hack broke his hand to the dude
He's a
y'all
hack
just said lost to
koala.
Caesar. So can we relax?
Yo, I'm not vouching for that.
All
Though.
right, y'all. All right. Barnes, appreciate the take, though.
Yeah, Hack lost to the dude that y'all said lost to Caesar. By the way.
Oh man.
You didn't see it coming though.
Barnes, it's all you.
Oh, not during Black History Month.
Yo, bro. He said them, bro.
I'm black. Don't give me that.
Aggressively. How you got PFP, party? You got Chris on here with a silky, and you coming talking about them. He
Because
said
somebody has to hold
that is
the
crazy,
people representing our people responsible.
Even
Okay,
Ragnar had
wait.
to laugh at that one,
yo. Okay. Hajrudin versus what's his name? Kawamatsu. Listen, I was gonna pick Kawamatsu, but I have been swayed by Party P.
Oh no!
And wait,
Don't fall into the dark side.
Swayed by what?
No.
Oh man!
You are
I've
a
been
heathen,
swayed by
bro.
Party P.
You are a
He
real
actually-
heathen.
He literally
I
didn't even
Bro,
make
the
an
grass
argument.
is not greener on the other side. Don't do it.
Man.
It's not green
You know
on
what?
that
No,
side
no
either.
infamous
bro.
there is no grass on the other side.
Hold
It's
up.
not green. There's no
I
grass.
have an argument. I actually have an argument.
Go, yo, Barnes, go ahead, man.
Yes, I do, Toby.
Go
Chill
ahead.
out. I need to return to my senses. Okay, listen. Y'all remember how just because you have a higher advanced form of hockey, if someone is stronger than you or has a stronger attribute than you, their lower form of hockey can still beat your higher form of hockey?
Yes, sir.
That can happen. Okay. So, Kawamatsu. His durability is impressive because he ate the poison fish for all those years and he was fine, and obviously he's a fisherman, even though clearly we don't respect that here.
Don't say we.
Yo.
Don't include me.
Don't
without
involve
me
me
being
in your
Yo,
research.
chill out.
Keep me out of it, bro. Keep me out.
We can't go here again. But what we're talking
That's
about
also
here,
haters,
what we're talking about here, what we're really talking about here is, can Kawamatsu take down Hajrudin? That's what everyone's wondering. Now, Kawamatsu is a great swordsman, and he has Rio. And observation hockey, I don't feel like is that relevant. Maybe it is because he can dodge, but other than that, I don't think Kawamatsu has the feats to say he can cut down Hajrudin
Because Hajrudin, while yes, the Giants haven't had a great showing in the series, Hajrudin is captain of the Giant Pirates. He has to be an above average Giant. In the show, it took 10,000 tons of weight to break any of his bones. And all I've seen Kawamatsu do is blow away some fodder and fail to reopen Kaido's scar tissue with the help of all the other scabbards. If you're going to tell me that Kawamatsu wasn't using Rio during that attack, that's a lie. Now, I don't know if Kawamatsu has the Rio to cut through Giants on the level that we've seen. Because most of the time we've seen Giants get hurt,
Bruh.
it's been like you lose a leg, and that was Dofi. You lost a leg, that was Dofi. What was it? The other one was Whitebeard. Who else beat
No way,
Giants? Who else beat Giants? It was
Big Mom. Big Mom. That's
Big,
who the Giants are.
that's Big Mom.
Oh,
Big Mom. She's a young
Baby Big Mom, bro. Baby
But that
Big
was
Mom.
a young Big Mom fighting against
A
old
young
Big
Big
Mom's
Mom.
already stronger than
Listen, a young
Kawamatsu.
Big Mom.
She
A young
is.
Big Mom is folding Kawamatsu.
Much stronger than
She's a master.
Kawamatsu, bro.
She's so much stronger than
She's
Kawamatsu.
much stronger than
I
Kawamatsu.
don't know. Just cause Kawamatsu knows how to do the technique of Rio doesn't mean. Remember, hockey is willpower. It doesn't mean you have the output of hockey to cut down a giant. The same way Luffy was only able to knock down half the fishmen with his Conqueror's hockey, and Shanks would have knocked out all of them. It's the same thing with Kawamatsu. Just because you know the technique doesn't mean you're going to be able to knock down Hajrudin. Now, I can guarantee Hajrudin can hurt, what's his name? Kawamatsu. Kawamatsu isn't taking a Gungnir to the face and surviving. We've seen him hurt by less. That's my argument. I don't know if Kawamatsu can actually hurt.
Spitting, bro. That was a great argument.
Yeah, that was
You
a
didn't
great
even
argument.
make
And way
your
better
You
than
didn't even
Pete's
make that
argument.
argument.
That was a better argument than Pete.
I don't
I
want your
lead the
Shout out to
foundation.
I don't want your
Shout out to
validation.
Barnes,
to
man.
Barnes.
Shout out to Barnes.
For making an
Barnes ain't no
actual
heathen.
argument that wasn't
That's what I said. It was a great argument.
I don't want
just gave him a compliment. You trying to jump over me. Dang.
Nah, bro.
You know what? Pete changed my mind.
I
Pete
still
changed my
love
mind, bro.
No.
I just said it was good. I just said Barnes was a good. He made a good argument.
Oz, don't do it. Oz, please, come on, don't do
Listen,
it.
hold
Your
on,
vote's
hold
locked
on, y'all.
in.
Hold
I'm
on.
giving
Toby
my
has
vote.
his hand. I still gotta get the JT. Toby, you got your hand up. Make it quick.
Alright, bro. You messed up when you said Pete swayed you. Bro, Pete admitted he was hating, bro. So if he swayed you, that's bad.
Yeah, listen, sometimes truth becomes
I love the
reality.
toxicity,
Hey,
bro.
bro.
Oh my
and,
God,
And, and
yo.
two, you said he has to be an above average giant, bro. What is even an average
He has
giant?
to
Bro?
be.
They all
He has
suck.
to be. An
They all
average giant.
They all suck.
An
They
average
all
giant.
suck,
Yo, it's
bro.
wild.
Listen,
It's
I'm gonna
wild
say
because
I'm
Toby
gonna
being
say-
equally racist. Giants, right?
Yeah, I don't like. Yo, why didn't y'all call him out? Y'all call Pete out.
Toby, you are
Why didn't you call Toby out?
equally racist because he didn't say them.
Yeah, true. Giants are a race too.
It wasn't. It wasn't what he said. It's the way he said it.
Yeah,
So.
man.
Good
It's the
race,
infliction.
race of bums.
I'm gonna say,
A race of
Toby, I'm
bums.
gonna say, yo, listen, yo, who's
That
taking
that
out
bums
Giants?
was kind of hard,
Everyone
bro.
we've seen, Toby, who's taking out Giants? Everyone we've seen taking out
Yeah,
Giants
everybody.
is
y'all
a
might need
warlord
some.
level or higher.
Y'all all might need some
Everybody.
race
Hit a big
sensitivity
mom,
training
bro.
after this, man. For
Hit a
real.
big mom, bro. They will hunt
Bro,
them
Critical
down.
race
Sam, you're the
thinking.
one who did this,
CRT.
bro. You make the matchups.
Hit a big
I
mom.
didn't think we were gonna go into this level with it when I made the
Bro,
match.
you didn't
I'm
think
good.
their
I'm
races
good.
were gonna
Don't
come up?
include me with these.
They went after Kid the
Toby.
Big Mom for 70 years and didn't get it back.
Sam,
Toby.
Sam,
Hit
let's
big
Everyone
mom.
who's beat the Giants,
Alright,
everyone who's beaten the
alright,
Giants,
I
Shaw.
would be the giant, bro.
All
I
right,
would be the
Shaw.
giant.
All right, I
let's
gotta
get
get
No one averages beat
JT's
Giants out
take. I gotta get
so
JT's
that
take.
you can get to my take.
All right, bro.
And Pete
I
and Barnes,
for the win, boy.
JT,
Barnes,
what you got?
I really can't believe this right now, Barnes. That was straight disrespectful. If I literally respond to what Party P said, I'm probably gonna get banned from the Discord. But I'm gonna just ignore that. I'm gonna start spitting real quick. Y'all said what feat does he have? Whether it did significant damage or not, the named attack Kawamatsu hit called Rivers. It was like Rivers
River
of
of
the Sea or
Retribution.
something.
River of Retribution.
Yeah, no. There's another one that he hit that did damage Kaido. Whether how much damage or not, it did damage Kaido. Not only that, he's a scabbard. Scabbard, Jack said that even a damaged scabbard could take down the 𝗵𝗂𝗏. 𝗵𝗂𝗏 couldn't beat him. That's a feat.
Is that a feat
Hajrudin,
or is that hype?
I would say that's a feat. I would say it's a feat. If Jack's gonna say that about him, hyping him up, he also banged out with Kanjuro. And listen, the best feat that Hajrudin has is barely scraping past Mock Vice, probably one of the slowest characters in the show. So if you think that if Hajrudin can keep up with a Fishman Scabbard, you're straight tripping, bro. I just don't. I'm gonna say low diff. I don't see him getting hit a single time. Like it's just not happening. Giants are so diff in this show. Like it's just I can't say it. I can't do it.
It's crazy. The only feat you named was a paper cut he did.
Yo, Seb,
Paper cut he did on the most durable character in the entire show though.
Seb, can I rebut that?
Go ahead, Barnes. Make it quick though. I gotta get another group. I gotta get
First
Chris's
of all,
take.
yeah.
No. We need.
First, JT, why are we trusting Jack's? Why are we trusting Jack's like comprehensive power scaling?
Why not?
And second, Conjuro's been a joke. What did Conjuro do? Conjuro struggling with keto mode.
I mean, you saying that he's trash,
who
but
is
even if he's
Conjuro
trash,
fuck?
nothing's more trash than Hajrudin and Mock Vice.
Bro,
Why?
Mock Vice.
Why?
The problem isn't Mock Vice. The problem is Mock Vice. It would took Mock Vice just to hurt Hydrogen. It took him 10,000 tons of weight. Anyway, let's move on.
All right.
You know what else knocked down Hydrogen? You know what I'm saying? One Garrett second punching movie. One.
He's the main character.
One. Garrett second punch. One.
Oh nah, don't
Chris,
say main
that was
character.
Luffy
Y'all
can take
talking
down
about Fish
Luffy can take down
Hell.
Kawamatsu in base form.
One gear
Luffy
second
can take
punch
down
would kill
Kawamatsu in base
Kawamatsu,
form.
for the record.
Yeah.
Luffy don't even need to go gear second for Kawamatsu. We know this.
The only
yes,
other
he do.
character, the
No, he
only
don't.
other character I
No, he
remember
He
getting,
do.
the only
No, he
other
don't.
character I remember Luffy beating with a simple gun pistol is Bellamy. So that's how Juden.
That's Hajrudin.
It wasn't gear
Right,
second
right,
for
but
Bellamy.
didn't-
it was base form.
So tell me how
agree.
Kawamatsu somehow contributed less than not only all of the scabbards, but Tama and Carrot. And
We not arguing utility here.
I
We're
am,
not
but you're
arguing
talking
Seb,
impact.
Seb, just drop us,
They
bro.
talking about
Seb, it's not
Hajrudin
gonna
get
stop.
knocked down by gear second from the main character. Kawamatsu couldn't even be that useful against fodder. Tama took out more fodder than Kawamatsu. Hiyori took out 𝐴rochi. What did Kawamatsu do? Even in his shining moments.
Did
I have
he
one
protect
I have
Zoro
one
at one
last
time?
point. I have one
That's
last
what it
point.
was. He came in clutch for Zoro. That's what it was. Thank you.
Seb, did Kawamatsu have his sword when he was in prison?
No.
No. And he
So
and
you're saying this man drops his sword, he's completely useless?
he beat
As
fodder
we've
with
seen.
Bones.
Yo, don't
I'm
go
saying
there.
he's stuck. If this man
No,
drops his sword, he's
Barnes,
stuck.
you have to realize,
Yo,
even
Chris,
with his sword,
Chris,
he's
Chris,
completely
get these guys
useless.
out of here, man.
No. Wait.
Get rid of us, Chris. Move us,
They
bro.
still suck.
Kawamatsu trash.
Yeah, nah,
Fighting
you gonna
again.
drop us. JT said he's gonna get kicked from the Discord. We
I
gonna
want to
talk
make a
about
rebuttal.
We gonna fight in the den. Don't worry about it, boys.
I've been
You
real
gonna
silent
see,
listening to
hey,
all
you
this
gonna see
blasphemy.
me later, bro.
Oh man.
No, Ragnar's about to go off, bro.
Caesar's
Hey,
giant.
Barnes,
gonna
catch
see-
me outside,
you gonna
Barnes.
see
Catch me
Giants,
outside.
bro.
Hey,
Drop
I
us,
see
bro.
you,
Drop
but
us.
I
We ain't
know
gonna
where
stop.
I'm at.
We're not
I ain't
gonna
going
stop.
nowhere.
Yo, I
ain't
got
going
you, bro.
nowhere.
Wait till we
Just
get in the
keep
den,
going.
bro. Just wait till we get in the den.
We gonna
watch
keep going. Y'all better drop
Yo,
us.
y'all gotta stop making threats.
Yo, nah, it's
not
not. We
threats.
going to the den.
I don't make threats. I
That's
make
about
promises.
I'm ready for a
Chris,
local
Chris,
discussion.
drop.
Nah, you already know what it is.
Yeah, go ahead
Yeah,
and
you gonna have
drop
to
us.
drop
We
us.
were
Barnes.
we were entertaining though. We were entertaining though.
Chris,
Drop
I
us
need to
first,
cuss.
bro.
Drop me, bro.
Yo, Giants suck. Giants are just trash.
Yo,
What do you
Fish
mean?
Man, bro.
What are they here for? What are they here for?
Fish
Yo,
They're so good.
I don't know
Like,
how I
what?
didn't envision this
There's
happening.
one with Giants ever good, bro.
But I did not.
Like, as a group, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Ignorance, man.
Oh.
Ignorance.
I see Mosh in the chat. What up, Mosh? Mosh, pull up, man. Oh, that got spicy. That got a little.
I got something to say, man. I got something to say.
Do you think,
Yeah.
Chris?
Yo. I think this really just stems from how people feel about Wano. You know what I'm saying? Because I said this time and time and time again. Samurais, especially the 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐿, are heavily disrespected in the show. It's a portrayal, and I get it. Yeah, when we see them, the Straw Hats are those guys. And so we look at the samurai and compare them to Luffy, Zoro, and them, and think that they're fodder when they're really not. All the nations and clans we have seen throughout the entire show of One Piece, samurais are by far the strongest individuals. And so that alone is why I got Kawamatsu over Hajrudin or any other giant for that matter. The samurais are no joke. We got to stop treat them as such. Like if you guys are prisoners in the moment and look at each character we come across from the lens of how we see Luffy in the show, you guys will continue to be blinded over and over and over again. You know? So, even when we see Arlong, yeah, Luffy's that guy. Yeah, Luffy beat Arlong. But Arlong was a menace. He beat Zoro. He beat Sanji. Clearly, they weren't their best. But there's an argument that they may not have won even if they're fully healthy. If we get stuck in a prison in a moment and judge Arlong by the MC's perspective, then we're gonna think that fishermen are trash. Because that's just how people are gonna keep viewing the show throughout, and that's just unfair. The Giants do suck though, no matter what. The Giants suck no matter what. They're right about that. There's no changing that. There's no changing that whatsoever. But
I was about to applaud you for a very well said take and all that. Come on, man.
The Giants just not that.
I agree with a lot of what you said though. I think the samurai are at least top 3 strongest collective groups of people that we've come across in the series, and it could be. It's just Wano is just the reason why, the bad aftertaste that a lot of people have with the arc is why. I think there was some racial undertones by some people in the last chat.
I don't think the pre-Timescape Straw Hats can beat 𝐷𝐼9.
Yo, let's get that next group in.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris, let's get this next group.
I remember who was in because we added a big group.
Just everybody who wasn't in. Yeah. So
was Mike in the last
looking
one?
like Love, UNV, Mike, Who-Man, Seer, Shin, and Dyer.
Kaido.
We have Dyer.
Dang,
That's
Sam,
everybody.
you cut shit off in the Discord when he was about to go ahead.
Oh, did I?
Nah, the Jin was crazy just now.
Bro, I didn't even, bro. I can't with people. I'm at work right now. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home.
What about
I
Infamous?
can't deal with foolishness.
Want to be Infamous? Did we get him?
Yeah, he was in there. He was in the last one.
Okay.
I can't deal with foolishness.
All right. Let's do it, guys.
All right.
We'll start with Dyer.
Yeah. Y'all know the vibes. Who you got? What diff? And why? And we'll go with Dyer.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm gonna go with low diff win for Kawamatsu. I think that anyone that was on the rooftop can probably laugh at Hajrudin. Just that simple.
Wow.
All right. Appreciate the take. Dyer. We'll go to Who-Man. Who-Man.
Yeah, Hajrudin getting his arms chopped off or something. I don't see him doing anything. He's just too slow for Kawamatsu. He got Ryo. I don't see it. It's a low diff fight, Kawamatsu.
All right. Appreciate the take. Who-Man. We'll go to Seer.
Yeah, I might have to go with Kawamatsu on this one. Kawamatsu is just faster. He has stronger hockey, and he just doesn't have it on this one. I'm gonna have to go Kawamatsu with mid diff.
All right.
I'm gonna give him that mid diff.
Okay.
No.
Appreciate the take. We'll go to Love UMV.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all seen Attack on Titan, right? Y'all seen Levi versus the Beast Titan? That's exactly what's gonna happen, bro. Hajrudin's gonna go in for a punch. Kawamatsu's just gonna cut his hand into pieces. He's not doing any, bro. Kawamatsu's just faster. We saw Hajrudin get one shot by base armament. Kawamatsu has Rio. Like, what are we talking about right now, bro? I got Kawamatsu's low div.
Appreciate the take, love. We'll go to Wandon.
My
you
bad.
there?
Yeah, my bad. My dog's barking. Yeah, I got Kawamatsu. I'll give it mid div just because Hajrudin does got some what's it called? Durability feats. They take a 10,000 ton hit to the right leg, keep fighting, and then punch him up. So I will say if he does get one of those I forgot one of those 𝐓𝐿 spear hits off on Kawamatsu, it is over. But I do give it Kawamatsu.
Appreciate the take, Juan. Somebody looks like Kawamatsu's pulling away. We'll go to Mike Super.
All right. So if we're going off of feet, I gotta go with Kawamatsu. I'm gonna say mid diff. But if you're going off of speculation, I'm gonna go Kawamatsu extreme diff.
Okay.
There's no other way around it, man. I'm sorry, like feet wise, he got one shot, but that doesn't like what he do. He fought the 500-ton dude. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think he also
It's all speculation. Oh, I see
took
you
out
by
like
your
the
face,
bull or
Sam.
something.
You're about to over here cape fam. It's cool. It's cool. You better cape fam. You better put your take in now.
Who me?
Over, yeah, because Kawamatsu winning this one.
Listen, I'm going with Kawamatsu. It's not even a. It's not even.
He has something for
I ain't got nothing for Hajrudin, bro.
Dev knows what's going on.
I got nothing for him, bro. Nothing. But I didn't want to do that and poison the well in case somebody did have an argument for him. But I agree with Love. I actually do see it going Levi versus. That's kind of how it's probably going to be. But I appreciate the takes, y'all. And we'll go to Shin to end off for this matchup.
So, you dragged everybody else down, and then I just started hearing foolishness. So, like, the thing is, we seen Hajrudin's best feat is what, like, being able to punch the 10,000-pound dude. Blah blah blah. Who cares? Kawamatsu has a way better speed feats to the point where we've seen the speed feats happen on the rooftop, and we've seen the speed feats happen in Udon. So I don't even think Hajrudin is going to be able to touch Kawamatsu to the point where, like, to get that significant damage off, even with an 𝐓𝐿 spear. I've seen Dory and Bragi pre-time skip have better feats than Hajrudin. And this isn't even a joke. Like, Kawamatsu, they want to say, Hajrudin durability, like, how is Kawamatsu going to cut him? Yeah, Kawamatsu cut Kaido. So what are you talking about? Like, Kawamatsu cut Kaido. Kawamatsu... Even if I say he's durable, like he can take that, yeah. If you have a lot of cuts and you're starting to bleed, yeah, you can only take that like so many cuts before you start getting weaker and then getting tired of blood loss. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's like, no matter what you do, Hajrudin, like I'm all for the Giant Pirates, but like even in the Giant Pirates, you're not even like top 3, honestly. Like top 3 is Dory, Bragi, and my boy Saul. But like, other than that, like, I thought it was gonna be Hajrudin versus Nami. My eyes must have been tweaking. That's what I thought to make Hajrudin go through. But then y'all said Kawamatsu, and I was like Hajrudin doesn't even have hockey. Like, so it doesn't even matter. Like, you were saying he got his better hockey. Yeah, he just has hockey. Anybody that got hockey is beating Hajrudin, honestly. If you got hockey, you got speed feats, and you somewhat has strength to the level of like, yeah, I have strength. Like I'm strong. You can beat Hajrudin. Like Luffy beat him.
Really need hockey.
I don't know about that one, man. Like Helempolo
Bro.
or how do you say Helmeppo?
Helmeppo.
He got hockey. I don't know if he just winning that fight.
So the
but-
thing is, we only see hovMappo use observation hockey. As a vice admiral, we know they got both versions of hockey. As captains and lieutenant commanders or whatever they are, we can say they only have one form of hockey until we see another form. But we can put Virgo over Hajrudin. Like what are we talking about? Like, so I'm gonna give it to my boy Kawamatsu, repping it for the Fishman people, the minorities. I'm messing with it. I'm gonna give it to him low diff, honestly.
All right. Appreciate the take. Shin, Larry, it's on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kawamatsu. It's gonna be low diff. The reason why it's low diff is because I was debating 𝗃𝐻 kind of today.
Yeah.
And we were talking about kids 𝐲𝐵 and how
Why do he always come up? Why does he always come up, bro?
Yeah, I love
Like,
the
Larry,
So
what is your problem?
So I'm gonna hold on. So I'm gonna use this as my basis. 𝐲𝐵 was the only attack out of the 3 attacks that happened between Law, Kid, and Luffy where Kaido's eyes didn't whiten. Did he scream? Yeah, cool. Right? But when we go to Kawamatsu and he on the rooftop, Kawamatsu does his Sea of River attack. Not only does he cut Kaido, he yells from the pain. His eyes do turn white, which didn't happen with kids 𝐲𝐵. And then he starts
Bro, chill
hold
out.
on, Shin. And he started bleeding from his mouth. Blood was gushing out. That attack did more damage than Mr. Captain Mid himself did with his 𝐲𝐵. So if I'm gonna sit here and be like, damn, yo, is Kawamatsu equal to Kid to some degree?
Yo,
I could
Larry,
say, yo,
chill out.
yo,
bro.
I could
Like,
be like,
Larry,
yo, maybe we should have put Mid's ass in this mid tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Larry, I don't know what your problem is, but like, Larry, you talk about this man Kid when he doesn't even need to be talking about. I know you're not comparing this bum Kawamatsu, and yes, he's a bum, but Hajrudin is an even bigger bum. Literally, literally a bigger bum. And it's like, you
ain't
try
let
to
me
compare
finish.
him to one of the top 3 supernovas? Like, what are you talking about?
You ain't let me finish.
Go ahead, finish,
I'm
bro.
literally speaking facts about chapters that I've seen, and y'all be talking about how Kaido be screaming from attacks. He did that with Kawamatsu, but instead, with Kawamatsu, his eyes went white, he screamed, and he gushed out blood. That was all done, and Kid didn't do any of that.
So I just want to
hold on. So I'm gonna base it off of if y'all think Kid is some grand, powerful supernova, well, Kawamatsu performed better than him. So
that's insane. So Kawamatsu in Law is beating Big Mom. Larry, just be quiet, bro. It's like, honestly,
I didn't say that either. Hold on, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that he would beat Big Mom with Law. I didn't say
what
that.
you mean?
All
Kawamatsu's stronger than Kid, right?
You taking it further than it needs to be. All I'm saying is one performed when he had to perform. He did a certain move, and it wasn't more damaging than what Kawamatsu did. Kawamatsu has a bag. So, by this standard, I pick Kawamatsu because I think he can cut Hajrudin. Because Hajrudin got, one-shotted by Luffy in Gear 2. And that was a regular hockey punch. So, and plus, like, the Giants are the new Fishmen, bro. Like, the Fishmen suck, but, like, Giants are bad, bro. They're way worse than we ever thought.
Bro, my contact just came
And
out.
Kid is the 4th strongest supernova.
Yeah, Killer's above him for sure.
What I'm talking about? I cannot, like.
Listen, bro.
Y'all
Listen, y'all can go to the general chat right now in the Discord. I posted both pages. You can look at the evidence, bro. That's what I'm saying.
So show me a point. Show me a point in this manga where, like, just because I never bring up the white eye argument. Just because your eyes turn white, and if you're not knocked out how Kaido did Luffy, it does not matter.
Bro,
what do you mean? Kawamatsu
Walking
can
away.
phone a friend too.
Hey.
Can phone who?
The same way Kid phoned a friend.
Larry,
I can't.
When Kid slammed Kaido just wanted to lay down. Kid just helped him.
Yeah.
Bro. Bro, y'all
Keep
tweaking.
Barto.
Bro, this man kid, after all the performance he gave in Wano, y'all still don't give this man the respect
Don't
that
say
he
y'all.
deserves.
Don't say y'all.
Listen,
I'm the biggest
I put him at fourth.
don't
Thank
take
you.
it. You think
Bro,
with your
bro.
emotions. I'm saying again, between those two
Him
attacks.
been defending kid for like 3 hours
Yeah,
now.
Kawamatsu has
Bro.
literally performed better, bro, against Kaido than he did.
How? Haramatsu was put on a t-shirt by the time Kid and them was upstairs on the roof.
That's cool.
He was laid out.
Kid paying you to be his public defender.
Bro, y'all be bugging, bro. Like y'all be straight bugging on this. Y'all be showing out, bro. Y'all show out too much for me,
I'll
bro.
put in a chat for you to look at, man. If you really
I
want
don't
see
need to
it,
look
man.
in the chat. I don't need to look in the chat, bro. I don't need to look in it. If you're gonna say Kawamatsu stronger than Kid,
I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't say that. All I'm saying is Kid didn't look too good, bro.
So
I thought
based off what everything Kid did in Wano.
Hold on. Go ahead, Chris.
The most I'll accept is Kawamatsu's Warren River. I forgot the name of the attack.
It's in the chat. It's in the general. It's in the chat right here, and you can see it if you click on it.
I'll say it's like, okay, that attack does more damage than Puck Gibson. I thought that's all you guys say. But
I can't
to go performs better, that's a stretch.
Y'all might as well say that attack do better than all of Law's attacks. His attack when he brought up the rocks, these special floating rocks, and put it down on Kaido. Yeah, Kawamatsu, that attack stronger than that attack. Because they just rock falling, right?
Captain Mid phoned a friend. He called
What
Mom,
friend?
Help me with Big Mom. If Kawamatsu would have phoned a friend and been like, "Yo, Luffy, help me with Big Mom," I bet you would have went different.
So this is how I know. This is how I know you don't even be like reading the chapter for real. He didn't even phone a friend. He was finna try to handle Big Mom himself.
Hold on, guys.
Oh shit. Hold on. Larry, you are being very disingenuous. I'm checking the Discord. I'm looking at the chapters that you said. That is not fair. Kaido's head is in the ground after Puck Gibson. We don't even know if like Kaido's eyes widen because we literally can't see it. Whereas with the Kawamatsu clip, the River of the Sea clip, like we clearly see like Kaido's head as he's getting cut. That's not fair. We have no way to tell.
Damn. So we're just gonna
be hating.
So we're just gonna make excuses for Kid, huh?
Now it's excuses.
Crazy.
Now it's excuses.
Crazy.
In
But
that
Larry.
panel, you can kind of see his pupil. It's just like shadowed in.
Exactly.
Yeah, look. Larry. Okay. Kawamatsu uses River of the Sea. We see Kaido's eyes widen, but we see it as Kawamatsu is using the attack. And then in the very next panel, we see Kaido's eyes. With Puck Gibson, we don't see Kaido's eyes whatsoever because it's stuck in the ground. In the next panel, we see Kaido's head above the ground. We see his eyes. So it's a little unfair because like with Kawamatsu's attack, we see Kaido's head as Kawamatsu attacks him, but we don't see that with Kid.
Listen, bro. If you think Kid slamming Kaido like that was more powerful than Kaido gushing out blood, it's whatever, bro. That's on you. We got to agree to disagree.
Are we going off of what's on panel though?
But a couple things too. How many attacks did Kaido take before Kawamatsu's attack?
Nah, I don't want to hear that because they may be giving Kid the broken arm thing for Big Mom. Meanwhile, she just got crooned through her arm, and that never gets brought up. So
But Kid himself with his attack broke her rib. So what are you talking about?
We gonna move on, bro.
Oh, now we moving on. Now we
listen. We could go back and forth all day, but I'm not here to talk about a mid character that's not in the mid tier tournament.
He's stronger than Kawamatsu, man. That's
All
not
right.
the argument.
So we got we're gonna keep this group, and we're gonna just go off because Sebastian, I don't know what's going on. Daz Bones versus Nami. And we'll start with Chris this time since he's always gone kind of last. What do you think, bro? What different? Why?
Daz Bones versus Nami. Love this one. And I love Nami. Is that said?
Yeah.
Love Nami. You know what I'm saying? I think Nami has an amazing power up. But Daz Bones got this.
So you're gonna go Nami?
I'm going Daz Bones.
Daz Bones.
Yeah. High diff.
High diff.
High diff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think. Well, part of me wants to say. I mean, I'm not gonna make that assumption. I think that Daz Bones has gotten a power up since we last saw him, along with Crocodile. I'm hoping part of that power up is hockey. But mostly it just comes down to Nami's durability. It's really just that simple for me. I just feel like Daz Bones' powers is just something that Nami has no way to defend against except for perhaps making clones. But other than that, I just feel that Daz Bones' durability is enough to handle taking a couple lightning bolts from Zeus if it does land. I just feel like as soon as Mr. One or Daz Bones touches her, just a wrap. You know, I just don't think that Nami could handle a couple slight hits from Daz Bones. So I got Daz Bones high diff on this one, but it's tough though. It's tough though. I think Nami would have to use extreme battle IQ to perhaps win. But I'm gonna just go with Daz Bones. Plus, Black History Month.
All right. Dyer.
Oh, after the Black History Month and my choice, I'm gonna look good. Thanks. I'm gonna go with Nami. Oh wait, my headphones are fucking. Okay, I think I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
No, I cannot.
Mm.
Okay, now I'm good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go with Nami, but like highest of diffs. There's just something about the way the fights are written with Nami where she just finds a way to completely neutralize her opponent. And I don't know, with Daz Bones could be something like water or whatever, the ocean. But Nami just finds a way. She has a lot of ways to avoid getting hit, which is her biggest weakness here, because the second he gets one in, she's kind of done. But she can do clones, she can shock him, which might not hurt him extremely since he's a freaking sword, but can slow him down. And I think after that, she's just playing a long game to try to trap him in some way or beat him in some way. But I'll go Nami just because there's a way that her fights are always written that I don't think Daz Bone has what it takes to beat her.
All right. Appreciate the take, Daz. Dyer. Who we go to already?
Wandon.
Yo, from the last tournament, did y'all ever decide if Nami could ride Zeus without Big Mom there?
It was kind of up in the air because every time Zeus was touched, it was by when Big Mom was near him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it wasn't by him, I think Luffy touched him. But then Zeus also said, like, nobody can ride me except Big Mom. So it's, like, not consistent at all. But you can speculate it.
That brought out the
Hey.
handcuffs, man. I'm just saying.
Handcuffs.
That brought up the handcuffs.
Oh yeah, the
man.
vice admirals can use handcuffs.
You can speculate.
You can speculate, as long as it's fair and reasonable.
So let's say she can ride him. She can probably devise a plan while she's in the air with him to take down Daz. I don't know what that would be though. Like he's metal, he can withstand the electricity, and it's not confirmed he has hockey, so he can't like really kill Zeus. Jeez. Can you come back to me after there's some more people?
We'll go to Love.
This is kind of tough. I'm gonna say Nami just mainly because of Zeus. I feel like Zeus isn't gonna let Daz Bones like get a good hit on her. And correct me if I'm wrong, does Daz Bones have any like good speed feats against Zoro?
Yeah, he can turn his feet into like sword skates or whatever.
Okay. I don't know actually, because I remember Nami was able to react to Enel's lightning. Like, I'm not saying she's lightning speed, but I got Nami. I think she can devise a plan that'll get her far enough from Daz Bones to where Zeus can hit him with enough like lightning bolts. You know what I mean? I got Nami. I got Nami extreme diff though.
Appreciate the take, love. It's a weird one. I'll say that. We'll go to Mike Super.
I feel like Daz Bones don't got no feats. Besides, but I feel like everybody forgetting that like when Crocodile and him were sitting there chilling and a fleet of Marine soldiers pulled up on them, they were good. Now, granted, they called me Hawk, but they were still good. So, like, Daz Bones ain't no slouch, but I'm still taking Nami. Just for the fact that everybody want to say the Zeus thing, but it's like, dang, I feel like a part of Big Mom soul is in Zeus. So, like, there's a part of Big Mom in Zeus. So, like, I'm still on team Nami got conquerors just because of Zeus. So, like, Nami got it, but just like Dyer was saying, every Nami fight be stressed out. So I'm gonna take high diff because of narrative. But in my personal opinion, she should wrap that up in low diff. She's a 𝐓𝐢𝐭 commander. I'm disrespecting.
Yeah, that's a fair and reasonable speculation. Yeah, I talk about Nami got conquered.
That's why I need eyes. Eyes could like translate what I'm saying.
That's wild. But I appreciate the take, Mike. We're gonna go to Shin.
Yo, so I'm gonna have to definitely give it to Nami, based off the fact that she has Zeus now, and Zeus can basically like home his lightning to anybody he wants to. Not only that, even if Daz Bones can make metal swords, he's not metal himself. He's not a Logia devil fruit. So like he's a paramecia, he has a paramecia devil fruit. So that means like the rest of his body is definitely human. And lightning can melt some forms of metal. So like that's how like a lot of welding works, I think. Or whatever. And it's like Nami with Zeus can also make unique weapons, as we've seen with her climate attack. And it's like, I don't think Daz Bones gonna be able to like really, like maybe hurt Nami for real. If she can ride Zeus, then yeah, he's definitely not touching her. But like with the Zeus doing everything he can do, including with the lightning, which is super strong to be able to take out OT. And because like I know y'all don't think Daz Bones got better durability than OT. So it's like after she took out OT, that showed the strength of the lightning. Not only that, she doesn't only have lightning, she also has like other elemental effects. So I'm pretty sure she can make it rain or like even make it like freezing, right? So like if she make it freezes or like just make it freeze to the point where like the swords can get like frozen, maybe like an attack from Zeus can possibly break the swords on his body or make them dull at least. So plus Nami got the happiness punch, and I'm pretty sure Daz Bones can probably get affected by that. Just because Luffy got affected by that, and Luffy has no interest in women whatsoever. So it's like, after she hits him with the happiness punch, the lightning can definitely hit Daz Bones to the point where like it affects him because he's still human at the end of the day. With the amount of voltage that Zeus brings, it's still gonna hurt him. Even if he has some form of metal on him, because like as we seen, I don't know if y'all seen Fairy Tail, Gajiel is made out of iron, and Loxus was still giving him them, like throwing them at him, and like he was getting hurt by them. So I'm gonna have to give it to Nami Extreme Death.
Fairy Tail's trash, man.
Yeah, I never watched Fairy Tail. It didn't seem good.
So I'm gonna let you know about Fairy Tail. If it was a big five, it would be part of it.
Who what?
It was what?
If there was a big five, Fairy Tail would be part of that big five. Like if they extended the big three to the big five, Fairy Tail would be part of it.
It's bottom two.
Fairy Tail not that bad, bro. Fairy Tail's not that bad.
One. It's a big three. So what was even the fourth thing? Like, how you gonna be like it's the big five?
Like you just extend it. So it's still gonna be the big three at the top three,
there
and
was
then
a
just
big
add another
200,
two.
It'll be fourth. It'll be fourth.
There was a big 200. There was a big 200. Fairy Tail's 201. Fairy Tail's not good.
That is not true.
Fairy Tail is not bad.
Listen, man. But Larry, I don't know who went. I think you went with Chris first. Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, Seer, it's on you.
All right, I'm about to speculate a little bit.
Do you think?
I'm not gonna say that Nami can ride on Zeus, but who's to say that Zeus can fly and still be attached to Nami's staff and just pull her up, and that way she could just rain lightning down. So that's
I can see that. Yo, but real quick, Seer, I gotta ask y'all because I'm legit trash with science. Metal conducts electricity, right? So it's like,
absolutely.
But would that be a benefit or a negative for Daz in this fight? I'm genuinely curious.
The thing is, it would be a negative because he's not made out of metal entirely. It's only like
susceptible.
It like flesh burn.
Yeah, run that back. Y'all were talking at the same time. I couldn't hear.
The metal will conduct it, but like the flesh part of him will burn because lightning will.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I was like in my head, like either he's just walking through that or he's getting bodied. I don't even know.
But, yeah, I would say it would make him even more susceptible to lightning than an average person, just because he's.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse.
Okay. Cool. Proceed, Chew.
Oh, that was pretty much my take. I'm gonna give it. I'm low diff.
All right. We'll go to who, man.
Yeah, I'll give it to Nami. Yeah, I think his 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐞 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐻 would definitely be like a hindrance, just because of Zeus and like the climb attack. So I probably give it to Nami. I'd give it mid diff.
All right. Appreciate the take. Chris, you seem to be the only one going Daz here. Do you want to rebut what you heard?
Do I want to rebut? I think I'm gonna stick with my take, to be honest. I just personally have not seen Zeus take out anyone with one hit, like anyone strong. So I think Daz Bones will have a couple attacks. For me, it's just more so we're focusing so much on Daz Bones getting hit. But what if Nami gets hit? What happens then? You know? And so to me, I just feel that Daz Bones' offensive, or let me rephrase, Nami's defensive shortcoming is what seals the deal for me. Daz Bones on this one. And I see Chestnut in the dance. I know she's about to go, yeah, Nami.
Should have knew that was coming, man. We should have known.
It's a stream diff, and I think that it's never really Zeus that's going to give Nami the W. It's going to be her IQ if Nami wins. But I'll stick with Daz Bones on this
one. Cool. We're gonna drop you guys and get another group in here, but we really appreciate it. I don't know how long we're gonna run today because I'm not gonna lie, my contact came out and it's starting to like really bother me. So I'll probably finish this matchup and then I'll have to go get my glasses or something. But I appreciate y'all being here with us. Chestnut, you would pull up for this matchup specifically.
Yeah, I did. I only pulled up for this one. What you mean? That's the only reason I'm in here right now is for the Nami.
Hey, Larry.
Bro, was Ace?
Come on, man. You got to ease up on Kid.
So Traverse was wilding again?
I would. That's for another
Oh,
day.
they took us too. Okay.
Nah, Traverse, you were wilding,
Hey
bro.
yo. When we was in there, this man Barnes tried to compare the Giants' durability to Kaido. Take his vote away.
So funny, man.
It happened. Let him know, bro. It happened.
Yeah, it
Toby,
did. It
we
did take
taking
Lord,
notes.
bro,
Traverse?
stop it.
We
No
taking
way.
Traverse?
Yo,
Taking
Seb, look,
Traverse?
at
No
one point,
way.
Seb, at
Seb,
one
what
point I thought
happened?
he was going to say that they were
The
You know
stronger
what's
than
happening?
Kaido.
Wait, what's happening?
Yo,
I heard
You
my
there's
said
name.
his
no
durability
way.
was comparable to Kaido's, right or wrong?
Yeah, go ahead,
Yo,
explain yourself.
hold on, yo, hold
Hold on,
hold
what
on,
I
yo.
say?
Chris, is this
Yeah, hold
everybody?
on.
What I say?
Is this everybody?
Do we have
Uh,
Ragnar? I think
I
I think
think
Ragnar
so.
was in here.
Was Infamous in the last one?
Was Ragnar in the
Ragnar,
last tweet? No, right?
No.
Yeah, bring
no,
Ragnar in
Ragnar
too.
was with us. Ragnar was with us.
Yo, I hear my name. What are we talking about, and what did I do?
Apparently, you said that the Giants have comparable
Hydrogen
durability to
specifically.
Kaido. Was that
No,
said,
wait, hold
bro?
up.
Because we'll drop you right
Hold up.
now. Well, we will just drop you right now.
And don't lie.
Ain't nobody go Kaido.
Don't lie. We here. Don't lie. We are here.
I ain't say that. That's not what I meant, Toby.
No, man,
Toby,
the
that ain't
reverse
what
this
I
thing.
meant.
Arlong's number one.
Toby,
Hang
that
on,
ain't
hang
what
on.
I
We got
meant,
people.
bro.
One at a time. One
That
at a
ain't what I
time.
meant, Toby.
One at a time, bros. One at a time. It's too much.
That's not what I meant. I was
Arlong's
trying
number
to
one.
say. What I was trying to say in that argument was they were saying Rio, because of its ability to do internal damage, surpasses any durability that Hajrudin would have had. And I said all the scabbards must have been using Rio when they swung on Kaido and it didn't work. So Rio doesn't necessarily allow you to cut someone down. And also that in One Piece, what was it? Normal people don't take down. It takes a lot to take down a giant. And I considered Hajrudin above average giant. So
That's not what he
yeah.
said.
That's not what you said.
That's
No.
what I said, bro. That's what I
No,
said.
no,
Y'all
no.
just ran with
Yo,
it because as soon as I said no, because as soon as I started mentioning Kaido's
Mr.
durability,
Seb,
yeah,
Mr.
we
Seb.
gotta get to the votes.
Yeah,
We gotta get to the votes.
I ain't gonna get you kids, bro.
Nah,
I ain't gonna get you
if
kids.
we're banning votes,
hilarious.
Traverse doesn't
Hey,
count. You said
Toby,
Arnold
you
beat
got
Kaido.
out here slandering my name.
Dude,
like
if you
that.
get
That's not what I'm
Traverse on the
talking
All
about.
right,
podcast,
yo,
man,
all right.
have a
Everybody
whole
mute up.
episode about
Yeah,
how
all right.
Arlong's number
Mute
one.
up. Mute
Yo,
up.
what's the matchup, bro?
Everybody mute up. But all right. Barnes tripping aside, we got another matchup to deal with. It's Nami versus Daz Bones, and we'll go with the lovely Chestnut, who has graced us with her presence, so that she could cape for her girl Nami, as y'all all
That's
know.
correct.
But
That is correct.
who you got? What diff? And why?
You know, I got
Chestnut?
Daz Bones. Just kidding. Of
Yo,
course
match.
it's Nami.
Yo, match.
Nah, so here's the thing, right? The only fight that we know that Daz Bones has had is in Alabasta, and at that point, like this is a pre-hockey Zoro being able to fight with Daz Bones. So this is the durability that we know him at. Whatever speculation you want to give, if you want to give him hockey, that's fine. You have to give the same to Nami then. There's been far more literary elements to like have her have hockey, specifically with her fighting Luffy. The panel where Jinbei basically says she has conquerors. So if we're gonna speculate that Daz Bones has some sort of hockey, you have to give the exact same thing to Nami. If we're talking about durability, from what we've seen, Nami has better durability from the ulti fights. With battle IQ and with battle, we can take the fights from Eni's lobby. Considering that she was able to compete with a CP9 agent, which, let's be honest, the CP9 agents were one of the strongest, and a lot of the CP9 agents have gone on to become like the special secret ops of the world government with 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐞 and 𝐒𝐿. And I think that a lot of people downplay that Khalifa fight and how difficult that fight actually was. From all the stuff, we know that Nami has just a lot of durability. We can even take it back from the beginning of the series where she was fighting alongside Luffy, stabbing herself in Arlong Park, showing that, yeah, she can take stab wounds. Her fight even with Miss Double Finger, where she was getting stabbed multiple times and had multiple stab wounds, seeing that, like, yeah, not just like one, like a couple stab wounds isn't going to actually hurt her. Because she's taken similar damage to that. And obviously, we can go on throughout the rest of the series and kind of see, like, yeah, Nami has taken significant damage and can tank these things. And obviously, with the introduction of Zeus in her climate baton and how her climate attack has just kind of surpassed levels, we know that she has the AP to take out very powerful people. I just don't see anything that Daz Bones has in his arsenal that could defend against something like that. Especially with the fact that we don't know if he has observation, meaning that whatever argument you want to put for Nami's a Mirage tempo type thing, like, it would all be then, oh, well, maybe he has it, but it's like, it's never been really shown. And at that point, then Nami has conquerors hockey confirmed, if we're going to like speculate to that point. So yeah, it's the Mirage tempo, the climate attack, the fact that Zeus's attack power was able to take out somebody like Ulti, who has definitely far better durability. Yeah, I just don't see how Daz Bones has anything against this.
All right. Very well said. I appreciate the take, Chestnut.
I
Good to
love.
have you here, by the way.
Of course, of course. I'm always here when you got Nami. Just have Nami and I'll be here. I was waiting. I was literally in the comments waiting like, it's Nami. It's my time.
Nami versus Double Fingers top 15 fight in the show.
I'd have to go back and look at that.
It's
up
top
there, though.
top
I like
15.
it.
Listen, every Nami fight is top 15 fight because it's hot, okay? You telling me that every fight isn't just like amazing? Don't even. I don't want to hear it, Seb. Nami versus Khalifa in Bochi's style.
Chestnut, this is a PG-13 stream. Okay, I need you to acknowledge that before you go forward. All right. Appreciate the take. We'll go to Lucky M because I don't think I've talked to Lucky in the DDT before.
Yo, what up, man?
What's
I
going
called
on,
you
bro?
guys a long time ago. I had like the take about how the Straw Hats are the worst villains. I asked you guys about the Yonkos that one time. But
yeah, I think I
anyway,
That was way back. I feel like, right?
yeah.
Nice to have you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for coming.
I love the PFP. I do.
Oh, thanks, man. I got Daz Bones because this guy's an assassin. He's been working with the crocodile this whole time, and like he's a trained killer. And Nami's just a Nami. She's a navigator, and also this guy's made out of metal. So like, if she uses thunder, isn't he kind of like immune to it? Like, what do you guys think? And I think Daz Bones got it, and that's my take.
So people have argued the opposite point with his immunity to her lightning abilities. That because he's not full body like steel at all times. I don't believe anyway.
But he could turn. He has a dice fruit, right? So he could turn any part of his body into knives.
Yeah, or
So wouldn't he
steel or
just
whatever.
turn his whole body into knives if he's fighting someone he knows just uses thunder? I don't know. He might.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how you think it goes, that's how you think it goes.
Can I just drop a bit of medical knowledge in here really quickly? So any type of metal is going to conduct electricity. If he turns his entire body into metal, he will quite literally stop his heart if there's an electric attack. So if we're gonna go from the medical side of this, he will stop his heart. I just have to say that. I'm sorry.
No worries. Then he also had that attack he used against Zoro. I don't think Nami can tank it. I don't think Nami can tank any of his attacks. I think he'll just one shot her. All right. So move on to the next guy.
You got one, Seth.
I appreciate the take, Lucky. And it's good to have you here, man. Definitely pull up more often. We'll go to Ace G. Because I haven't heard my man Ace in a minute. What's going on, bro?
What's good? What's good, people? Come on, Nami. I have to give respect to Nami because she has like grown immensely, and her tactics. Like I think Nami, honestly, is like one of the best like tacticians when it comes to fighting in the show. So, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it to Daz Bones because I'm not like 100% sure like how lightning would affect his body, like as the previous guys were saying. And as well, like I know Chestnut said like Nami can take stab wounds and stuff, but when it comes to Daz Bones, this is just like constant stab wounds and slashing wounds, and even I don't know if people remember that it was like in Marineford where it was like Daz Bones had to be the one to stop Mihawk like a couple of times. Not stop at first, I can't remember how it went, but he had to stop Mihawk so Luffy can get away. It's really out of my memory, but and I do think he has haki and stuff like that. Even though like in pre-time, it was a pre-time Sky fight with Zoro. Zoro ended up using haki against the guy. I think that's how Daz Bones learned. Like that's his starting point from where he learned. He needs to have haki and stuff like that. Even though that is speculation, so I wouldn't lay my whole argument against that. But with the type of fighting power he already has, he's like a trained assassin code. His power, and then there's a chance that he could probably negate like the lightning attacks that Nam can give out, and it's a constant like every time Nami gets touched, she's either getting slashed or she's getting stabbed, and I don't know how durable Nami is, so I'm gonna have to give it to Daz Bones.
All right. Appreciate the take, Ace. We'll go to Ragnar. Ragnar, if you're talking, you're muted. All right, we're going to skip Ragnar and go to Toby.
I bet. Alright, yo, so this is the mid-tour tournament, alright? So I'm finna have fun. Y'all went super in detail for no reason, alright? Look, one, bro. Y'all talk about pre-time skip Zoro, bro. Zoro's him. I don't care where it was or when it was. So if you give Zoro a hard time, you get my respect. Two, it's Black History Month, bro. So since it's Black History Month, you know what I'm saying? That's another point right there. Alright? And three, we get to speculate. This is the mid-tier tournament once again. So if Kaku and 𝐓𝐿𝐴 get an awakening, guess who I'm giving an awakening? Daz Bones. So Daz Bones also has an awakening. So he's way faster, way stronger. Now I don't know what the awakening would be. Alright?
He's a 𝗵𝐻𝑖, so I'm assuming it would affect his surroundings.
Yo, that's code for he's slapping Nami. Alright? So that's 3 reasons right there, bro. Off the top.
Yo, it's wild because I actually do think Daz is probably awakened, but I don't know if that's fair or reasonable, yo.
No, it's the mid-tier tournament, bro. We having fun out here. So that counts too, alright? Just off the bat, bro. And he agreed to help 𝐷𝐷𝐻𝐿, who was the MVP of Marineford. Alright, so I'm giving them points for that too. I ain't never seen Nami help Luffy and Marineford. I'm just saying. So that's 4. Off the bat, bro. That's 4 good, solid reasons. Right there. And right now, he's probably hanging with Crocodile and Mihawk on Cross Guild. He has the best swordsman to teach him anything he wants. That's 5, bro. 5. He has Mihawk on his side. His bounties probably shot up just like Crocodile's. Crocodile at $1 billion. So I'm gonna just assume he's at 800 million. Higher than Nami, bro. Right there. So that's 6 solid reasons why Daz Bones slaps Nami, bro.
Yo,
it's not even close.
That's not want to punch you virtually. It's so funny. I can see it.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. It's almost impressive how much mental gymnastics I'm seeing right now. I'm almost impressed.
Yo,
this is crazy.
Yo, it was facts though.
They were facts. They were facts.
They were something. You really did say something, didn't you? That was really something.
I ain't never seen you cooked something up, man. I don't know what it was, but you cooked.
Yeah.
We eating something, bro.
I deserve 2 points for that.
Oh man,
he was cooking something. We don't know if it was good, but he did something.
Nah,
oh man. I appreciate the take, Toby. I really do. We'll go to Oz.
So I like what Toby was cooking, and I ate. So I'm gonna go with Daz Bones because Toby convinced me. No, I'm playing.
Oh, all right. Oh, I'm about to put the vote in, bro. You can't play me like that, bro.
Oh man, I am still going with Daz Bones though, but like for actual reasons. I mean, he was known as if I remember correctly, as the best assassin from West Blue or something like that, #1 assassin. And that was before we even met him at Alabasta. You know, he had that great fight with Zoro, and he had a lot of attacks that like I think Lucky M was the one that said it, that I don't see really Nami being able to take. But then again, if we do go by what Chestnut was saying, that if we're gonna speculate for one, we gotta speculate for the other, and like, you know, Jinbei did say that she had Conqueror's Haki, and she has been doing damage to Luffy. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, but I still got Daz Bones, and I got it high def.
Okay. All right. Appreciate the take, Oz. We'll go to 𝗎𝗫.
Can I ask a quick question before he goes?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, go ahead, Ace.
I was just gonna ask, can it be possible for a person to have conquerors and still be weak? if you know what I mean.
Usopp.
Stop.
Can't exist.
Probably not, bro.
So no.
Probably not.
He started when he was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess kids have unlocked it. They weren't physically strong, you know, Dofi.
Bro, Ace was strong.
As a kid, he was. I mean, he's a kid. He wasn't like
He was taking out
strong.
adults. He was taking out adults, bro. What are we talking about?
Bum ass adults.
He not beating me.
I'm glad nobody acknowledged him. I love you, Traverse.
Traverse is the man.
Oh man. All right, Traverse.
All right, so I got Nami. You know, I was talking about this with Larry on TikTok live earlier, right? And you know, if we're talking Daz Bones, it's a lot of speculation, but it's kind of the same speculation we got to put for Crocodile, but you know how much stronger he's gotten, and whatnot and whatnot. But last time I checked, I ain't see Daz Bones' bounty number, so I'm gonna go with Nami. And you know, a lot of people made some good points. It was like, oh, he's made of metal, so we're not sure how Nami's lightning would react to that. But you know, in what's called Skypiea, when Enel was hitting Zoro's sword with the lightning, it was traveling through him, you know, made the damage. It was like a critical hit, basically. And then there's the point like, oh, well, Daz Bones is a trained killer. So is Khalifa. That's like all the CP9. You know, they're better trained killers. He's a West Blue, you know, assassin, right? CP9 that's like the whole grand line. And then, you know, another thing about like if Nami could take the attacks, she was taking headbutts from ulti. I feel like that's substantial damage, you know. She was taking those straight to the dome too. And then I feel like, you know, Nami has a few attacks I feel she can take Daz Bones out with, like Thunderlance Tempo. If she lines that up with his heart, like how she did for ulti that one time, I feel like one good shot like that could probably take him out. And like now that she has Zeus, she doesn't even need to line it up properly. She can just send Zeus out and he can aim for it. So, you know, I'm gonna say high diff.
Traverse is my favorite person, FYI. Just so you guys know, I don't care how many bad takes he has. Just at least it wasn't whatever Toby was cooking.
I think that was a compliment.
Just a second ago,
I'm just kidding. I love you, Traverse. I love you, Traverse.
That was the most backhanded compliment I've ever heard. Oh my god.
No,
If
I love you. I love
Daz Bones,
I wouldn't take that level.
Yeah,
of respect.
if you listen, that good thing he isn't you, Toby. Good thing he isn't you.
Hey, yo, I was saying, bro, I haven't heard any rebuttals.
I mean, sure. The rebuttal would be the manga. The rebuttal would be read the manga. But for all of
he's
it.
right. Nami didn't help him at Marineford.
I mean, yeah.
That is a factual statement.
But you see, Toby,
actual
Toby, you got a good
100%
rebuttal
fact.
for you.
Neither
I
did
feel like
Das
Nami-
Bones. Das Bones didn't really help Luffy at Marineford either.
Hey,
So.
he did.
He gave him a couple of
Like,
seconds.
Did he?
Yo,
Did he really?
Yo, I would like to
Yeah, he
remind
did.
you, Ace is dead.
Nah, hey,
So you know, exactly. Barnes is spitting. Listen, Nami didn't let Ace. Listen, Nami wasn't even there. Nami's not the one who let Ace die. It was Bones, wasn't it? Crazy.
Things would have been different if Nami was there.
Das Bones responsible.
Das
Hey,
Bones.
Guys,
hold on. I still gotta get through everybody's take.
Yeah, sorry.
I still got one last point, right? You know, and it's a little rebuttal to Toby. Nami got way higher AP because think about it. She was putting the hands on post Wano Luffy, right, with Conqueror's Haki. So by my logic, the way the scene was looking to me, I think she was using advanced Conqueror's Haki.
Hey, bro, she don't got an awakening, bro, so it don't matter.
She got advanced Conqueror's Haki though, right?
Yo, he has conquerors, bro.
Wait,
listen.
Was that a part of the cooking? I don't remember that.
Hey, bro.
I think that's number 7.
He gets all the advanced conquerors hockey, bro. Advanced, all that. Observation. He's a king. He's a black king.
I seen Nami use what's called shave one time to sneak up on Luffy. So
I seen
that's
Daz
another.
Bones take
I
on
can give that to
Zoro, bro.
Speed, right?
All right, y'all.
That don't equal
All
up
right.
to Zoro.
I gotta
Zoro's
get
hit.
another take in here.
All right.
We gonna go to Mr. Woke / hates Fishman himself, Party Pete.
All right. For the record, I don't hate Fishman. I just hold them responsible for their combat abilities. I think there were heartfelt arguments on both sides. You know, Toby made some points. Chestnut made some good points. Also took a couple leaps. Like, you know, Nami having conquerors hockey, or, you know, her stabbing herself in the arm means that she's durable to stabbing damage. You know, a couple stretches in there, but overall, you know, making sense. But I am gonna have to go with Daz Bones because, to be honest, I think he kind of speed blitzes Nami. I don't think Nami's nearly as fast as he is, and yeah, she like took some damage from Ulti, and that's all well and good because Ulti's strong, but slashing damage is different than just like kind of physical blunt damage in terms of like people's ability to tank it and be durable. And if we're even fairly reasonable with, you know, if we're saying Crocodile is growing this time, Daz Bones being right next to him has most likely grown in some way. Does that mean he's got like some crazy observation hockey? No. Does he probably have armament hockey? Probably. But even if he doesn't, he could still cut Nami pretty bad, just with his devil fruiting abilities that he has. I don't think she's fast enough to avoid him, and I think she would. I think her first lightning attack would miss, and he would get her. Just because I think that would be her best bet, because I don't think lightning would be very good for someone made out of steel. I think that'd be pretty bad. So like, it would be like extreme diff, because if she got him with that, you know, I think he'd kind of be done for getting hit with that once or twice. But I think he's much faster than her and Zeus, and I think he just cuts her up. Even though I love Nami, you know, she ain't meant to be in the front lines.
All right. Appreciate the take, Party. We'll go to Barnes.
I'll get my vote out the way quick. I'm going Nami, high diff. And after fighting for my life for the last hour, temporarily Toby is the op for the next until this DDT is over.
Yo, hold on.
So I am here. I am here.
Do not make your votes.
I also believe.
Okay.
I also believe in Nami.
That's
both.
fine.
But Toby's also the op. So I'm gonna start with Toby's points. First of all, we know two people don't do well in One Piece: women and people of color.
Hey.
It's true.
That is not how you
Yo. Hey, yo.
What are y'all doing today? What is this?
No, Barnes and P. Wilding. Barnes and P. Wilding today.
What is this today?
Barnes and P. Wilding today.
Don't let me
One Piece again. It gets better. But historically, women have done better than people of color. One Piece.
What the?
Why y'all allowing
That's my point.
What is happening? What is happening right now?
Abort mission. Somebody
Yo.
mute this dude.
Yo, somebody got to mute. Somebody got to kick.
I'm starting with the wildest points first, and it's gonna get more acceptable.
We can tell.
You just demonetized us, bro.
Yo.
Ooh, let him cook.
You demonetized us like a mofo, bro.
Yo. Okay, wait.
Oh my god, my head hurts.
As I said, the whole Daz Bones happening, helping Luffy. Well, Ace is currently Bones, so I don't know what you're talking about.
The Luffy.
Thirdly, the whole Mihawk is training him thing. Mihawk failed to beat Vista. Mihawk failed to beat Jozu, and he ran away from Shanks. And he's under Buggy, so I don't know what this whole Mihawk nonsense is. I'm saying, you're talking about.
Hajrudin was under Buggy, and you were caking from.
I was never camping for Mihawk. I was never
said
How are
camping
you
for
Hey,
making it
Mihawk.
worse?
Buggy, top of the verse, bro.
How are you making a
Hajrudin.
worse argument than Toby?
Y'all know you can mute him, right?
We might have to, bro.
Yo, I'm not
I'm
done my
just
point.
saying.
We're gonna get to Nami's
Oh god.
abilities.
Oh lord.
I've seen the whole Mr. One will speed blitz Nami. I think Nami. I've seen Zeus move to protect Nami autonomously. So I think she has some kind of like Gara of the Sand built-in automatic defense. I've seen.
Nah, hold
Remember,
on.
you
He
know how
actually cooking
Gara
now.
Sand moves to protect him on its own? So does Zeus. Zeus moves to protect Nami. Now, we've seen obviously Nami take out secret agents before. And I've seen Nami withstand a Conqueror's Haki Blast from Bing Bong. So her will is there. And I think her lightning attacks can hurt Mr. One because he can't turn his whole body to metal. I haven't seen him do that. And if the lightning hits his sword hand, it's just gonna conduct straight to his heart, and he's gonna die.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why can't he turn his whole body metal?
Even if he does, it's not gonna help because you still have organs. Is he gonna turn his organs to metal?
Why can't he?
Well, he's a paramecia. Paramecias can't Paramecia's
Can
organs
baby
don't.
can
They're
baby
not an
five turn
element.
her? Doesn't baby
We
five
haven't
turn her entire body into a weapon though?
Yeah, but
So
she
that
has
kind
the
of
better
works
fruit.
against you.
Does she?
Yeah, she turns into a missile and explodes. Y'all don't remember that?
I do
I
recall.
don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
She turned into
Dopey
a.
was literally using his strings inside his body too. So I think you can use your
Yeah, that's different.
yeah.
You're stitching yourself inside.
But
I think it
another
stands to
Yeah, but he's
reason that
using
he
his
can turn his entire body into steel. I
so
don't think it's a.
another thing
Yeah.
is Luffy's organs are rubber. And well, I guess he's not really a paramecia anymore. But
Well,
when we
that's not
thought he
really
was
a
a
problem.
paramecia, the whole thing was like Gear 2 works in the first place because his organs are rubber. So
and
it's safe to assume Daz Bones could make his organs into metal. I don't know how safe that is for like the other
I don't know
organs that
how
are
that's
in
gonna
there,
work out for you. I don't know how
but
that's gonna work out for him.
I think it is
the-
possible because look at Diamond Jozu. Diamond Jozu can turn into diamond, but his only bad thing about that is that once he turns that part into diamond, it can't really move. So I think that will be the same thing with
We
Daz
don't.
Bones as he turns himself.
yeah, like if he
We don't
turns
know
his
if he
heart
turns his
into a
body to
blade,
diamond all the way through though. He could just be turning like his skin layer into diamond. That's equally
hey,
as
but didn't
hard.
we see get a cut off? Like when his arm got cut off, we saw like the inside
Yeah,
of the arm.
in diamond.
Who got his arm cut off?
Reverse.
Jozu.
Jozu.
Jozu lost an arm?
Yeah, didn't
Okay,
he?
yeah, mute him,
It
mute him,
might have been
mute
censored
him.
in the
Yo,
anime.
Barnes.
I didn't know Jozu
Yeah.
lost an arm.
Come on, man.
I didn't know Jozu
Yeah.
lost an
Come
arm.
on,
You're
man.
gonna start making people
I
switch
missed
their
this.
Why is she still here?
Hey, we gotta start testing
I
these One
missed
Piece
this.
fans.
Yo, bro. Come on, Barnes.
I didn't know Jozu
You know
lost an
you can
arm.
say
Come
I
on.
forgot this.
you know you can say if I
Listen,
need to do my
hey,
research.
bro, Jozu's
But no,
not a
hold on.
relevant character.
Listen.
Yo, I don't care about Jozu.
It's alright, bro.
Hey, the last thing I want to
You don't
say,
care about
like the only reason why I asked that question,
Hey,
Because
Toby,
she's
you
black.
can see me
Hold
outside,
on.
bro.
One at a time, man. One at a
Hey,
time.
bro.
hey, the only reason why I asked that question, I was trying to say, like, you know, the lightning attack. If not Josie, Daz Bones makes enough of his body like metal, wouldn't he? And now he's conducting electricity. Couldn't that affect Nami herself? Like he pushes it back onto Nami, like how Aang did it with Ozai. You know what I mean?
Ace. So
not-
I think
Well, it's
I
like
think Daz
if he's
Bones
conducting
is
like
power.
that, it's like stuck to his body.
lightning
Like it's
didn't
constantly
enter.
being attracted to him. There's no redirecting it back. Unlike
So the
something
thing
like
about
But if
Arrow.
his whole body is steel, wouldn't it just go into the ground like a lightning rod?
No, it'd make a circuit. So like the issue is that like it's technically what you would need is you would need something to like ground it. Like yeah, you could, but he would have to figure out a way to reconduct the lightning, but you can't do that. So like the way that you would do it, like let's say that you were shocking somebody, like the way that the paddles work is that it creates a circuit for itself, and then that circuit goes into your heart. So like what would end up happening if he turned his entire body to metal is that the electricity would just continue to go throughout his body until it built up enough, and then he would just stop it. Like it would just stop his heart and stop his stuff because everything in your body is made through electrical like conduction. So unless he figured out a way to create a small circuit and then basically try to conduct it somewhere else, he would have to get like actual grounding pads. Like there are specific things to actually take the stuff out of it. Like if you just put his arm into the ground, it's not going to conduct anything.
Well, if he had his awakening like Toby, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not.
If even still though, like it's so like the thing is, it's like the only reason that Luffy was able to do it is because like there has to be somewhere for the lightning to go. So like eventually when he gets out of that thing and when he takes it, it's going to just eventually go into the body and he'll take damage regardless. But if it continuously goes and is in a loop and in a circuit, it's probably just going to affect more things. He'll probably stroke out before he attacks Nami, if we're being honest. Like he'll probably just have a stroke and die. So yeah.
As I like to see.
Another thing, what's
That's what I
called?
want to happen.
I feel like he's
About
smart
the
enough
point
to figure it out.
about him like turning his heart also into like steel.
He'll just clot
Wouldn't that
out.
like that stop it from like beating in general? Because like they were saying with Jozu, once he turns his arm to diamond, he can't move it anymore. So
Yeah.
if Daz Bones turns his heart into steel, it's not beating anymore, is it?
Then he would die.
True.
So like if he turns this thing, yeah, he would die, or he would do this thing. It's called an embolism. Basically, what happens is that like when your blood sits, especially in your heart, it clots up because there's so many platelets in it. It'll create a clot, and then you'll basically either throw a stroke, so he'll stroke out, or you'll throw like a pulmonary embolism. It'll go to your lungs and he'll stop breathing, or he'll just have like a heart attack. So either way, it's not looking good for a lightning
Thanks for
attack
the
if you're gonna
new
try to keep it.
Well, I appreciate the take, Barnes, and the question, Ace, and the response, Chestnut. And we'll go to JT.
Yo.
All right, JT,
So,
you requested to be brought in here. You better bring
yes,
some heat.
because you know why? Because I'm going to defend my man Toby. Nami, first of all, Nami is trash. All right, let's just get that out there.
Hold on.
Nami
Can
is
we just
trash.
push him down? This man has just the worst takes I've ever heard. Let's just bring him down before he starts cooking. Then.
Hey, anything that comes out of
Let's just
Chestnut's mouth is
yeah,
irrelevant.
bro.
That Nami beats king and queen. So
And
Chestnut,
here,
whatever she
dude,
says,
here's the
I
thing.
think.
Dude, look at him. He literally keeps bringing this up. I never said king.
Yo,
Like if he could listen and then also use the process his brain, that'd be
Guys,
super helpful. I'd appreciate that.
Personal attacks
Nah,
on each
bro.
other.
I'm
Okay?
so.
I just wanted
nah.
to finish my take. My bad.
Go ahead. You can do that. But next time you start bringing up personal attacks like how you did last time, saying I have bad takes, I'm coming at you. I'm not dealing with that.
No one was talking to you, actually. You just started talking to yourself. But anyways, just because you want to defend your girl doesn't matter to me. Nami gets blissed by Daz Bones. If you ever seen a house that gets struck by lightning with a metal roof, it conducted to the ground. It doesn't go through the entire house and then goes to the ground. It just goes off. So if his body is metal, it's just gonna bounce off. He conducts electricity. He blitzes Nami. She gets one shot. I don't even hate Nami that much, even though she is extremely weak. So I want to say something like mid diff because she could dodge a little bit, and yeah, she was tanking ulti headbutts, but still, Daz Bones, he's gonna take him mid diff. Yeah.
He's a confirmed conquer after that.
Appreciate the take, JT. We'll go to Ragnar. I feel like Ragnar, I selected him earlier and he couldn't get off mute or something. He might be away from the desk.
You gotta pull him down and then push him back up, probably.
Chris
Yeah, he was
disappeared.
talking in the time.
Go to Discord, bro. Go to bottom.
Oh, there we go.
Left.
Oh, the left one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like physically muted though. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he's actively.
Oh,
here.
what's up? Are you guys talking to me?
No, Ragnar.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Ragnar's take. So Larry, we'll just go to you.
Go back to the screen. Oh, there's one. Click the top. I got Daz. Reason I got Daz or Daz. Nami blitzable, bro. At the end of the day, I think that she can have whatever lightning attack she could have, but I think if you're scaling up Crocodile, you got to scale up. Basically, you got to scale up Mr. 1. And I think that Mr. 1, if I did scale him up, then he has to be at least Toby Ropo level, max. And we know that Nami took what? We can say she took a headbutt because it's insinuated that she did, even though it was off-paneled. She took a headbutt. That was one. And then she begged for her life immediately after. So the Conqueror's hockey thing is, obviously not true. That's more of a gag than anything. But to me, I mean, if you're scaling up everybody else, gotta scale up Daz, man. And he's definitely gonna be able to blitz somebody like Nami. Nami's still not up there. Her being is more in Zeus than anything else. So to me, I'm not even gonna get super complicated with it. I'm picking Daz, and I think it's gonna be medium diff.
All right. Appreciate the take, Larry. I see that we got 𝐓𝐲𝐻 in the chat. What's up, 𝐓𝐲𝐻?
Yo, it was good.
I'm gonna need your take here. This is a tight one, bro.
Yeah, I see that. I've been listening to everybody for like 10 minutes. I finally got free. I don't know what Toby was cooking. I didn't hear any of it, but I heard some people talking about it. So
It wasn't good.
I might have to rewatch that.
It was great.
It was hilarious. I'll say that.
Delicious. Get him out the kitchen.
I heard what 𝗍𝐻𝑉 was saying. I do agree that Nami has more AP, so I'm kind of leaning that way. But I think she might not be as durable to take some of these slash attacks. But I still think I got to go Nami high diff. I think she gets it done, especially with Zeus.
All right. I appreciate the take, 𝐓𝐲𝐻. I guess it's on me, right? Unless Ragnar, you back? Oh,
It's Black History Month. Remember that, bro.
Nah, what?
Oh man, it is indeed Black History Month. Yeah, I honestly still don't know who wins the fight. I'm gonna be real. I heard all y'all takes, and I was really waiting for somebody to convince me one way or the other. And I feel like the argument could be made on both sides. But from what I heard, I don't know. It's like Daz is very clearly more physically stronger than Nami, like probably faster, has cutting ability. She's not like a super tank. But like at the same time, Zeus is gonna do whatever he can to help her and make sure she's like protected. And if he can like use those Thunderlance tempos and like those attacks that he did on Nami or on ulti and stuff, like pinpoint accuracy to his like heart or whatever, his head or whatever, and Daz isn't fully, metal at the time or whatever, like he can be affected. I did love Toby talking about he's awakened. I'm gonna be real. I feel like next time we see Daz, he's gonna be awakened. And if he is, like, that's some stuff he could do to probably clip Nami instantly, because like she's not some observation hockey user, and like Zeus isn't like straight up just durable for her, like to just protect her from some attack from the side like that. So I'm gonna be real. I think it can go either way. I'm gonna go with Daz just to see Chestnut get mad, but like it does look like Nami's winning. You feel me? So it is what it is.
I don't care if you guys go with Daz. I just care if people are gonna come in here and start just saying nonsense, man. Like,
Wait, Nami
y'all
won?
be tripping.
Nami about to win, bro. I don't.
That's how it should be.
Listen, she
Oh,
got
it's
10
9 to
votes.
2.
Daz got 9. It is what it is. We can do a recount. It's close enough. Nami
Hey,
also
y'all.
won
You
the
know how to
YouTube
convince
chat
people.
votes. So
Hey, y'all.
Good job,
It's Black
Chestnut. You know how to convince people.
Bro, I'm not even coming in here. I'm not the one who was saying like he's awakened. He was at Marine Force.
it's fair and reasonable to say
Toby
that
was
Daz is
cooking though.
awakened.
No, all I s-
Toby was
You
cooking
said
though.
Nami has Conqueror's Hockey because Jinbei said
No,
so.
I
Toby,
said
okay,
no.
you
I
got
said
that
no.
out, though.
Pete,
Oh
I
my
said
God.
if we're going to make speculations about hockey for Daz Bones, we have to do the same for Nami. That's what
But
I
I
said.
I don't think they're founded on the same basis. Like
So
with Daz Bones, it makes much more sense for him to have
how?
Armament Hockey than it does for Nami to have Conqueror's Hockey.
But here's
Because
the thing. Like that. All I said is like there is no evidence in the literature to have Daz Bones have hockey. He's never shown it. There's never been any hints to it. We don't have an updated bounty for him. He hasn't been mentioned since
Can I reply to
like
that?
the thing. But like one sec, all I said is that Nami has been shown, even if you're saying it's a gag, has been shown to have certain things. And just like Usopp, where his lies become reality, there is far more of a literary chance of Nami having that, if we're speculating, than Daz Bones, because that's just based off of, well, he's shrunk, so he has to have some sort of haki. That's
But don't you think it's kind of conflicting how, like, as a conqueror, qualities of a conqueror, like, she's begged for her life multiple times.
So
I mean, I was gonna bring that up when Larry brought it up.
So has
Like,
Usopp.
well, what's
Yeah.
up? When
We all
Nami
think,
ended up
we
begging
all
her-
think Usopp about to be a
But-
conqueror.
Bro, here's the thing.
No, we don't.
Toes
Yeah,
down,
don't
like,
say everybody. No, we don't.
Like-
Not all of us. Don't
everybody.
say
The
that.
next page, Nami was 10 toes
No.
down for Luffy.
Bro, yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Nami can say this stuff and Nami can do this, but we all know that like everybody's capable of lying too. And like Nami would have sacrificed her life to say that her captain would be king of the pirates. So to say like, oh, she begged for her life, and then like just ignore the next panels is like a bit facetious, don't you think? Like it's like oh,
It's literally she begged for her life.
yeah, but I'm
She literally
saying is
begged
that
for her
like
life still.
yeah, and then as soon as she had to like go against her morals, she didn't. Like she literally was going to die for Luffy to say that
just
Luffy
saying,
would be king of the
for
pirates.
your basis,
life
for your
for the
basis
now,
on
though?
Nami being
Didn't
a
she beg for her
conqueror.
life for the now?
Listen,
what?
we be talking about
Yeah.
who got these qualifications, who got this, but we got Sengoku walking around like a lap dog. He got conquerors though.
Whoa. I know you're not.
I mean,
What?
nah,
Sengoku-
hold
I'm
on.
talking
Yeah.
about
There are multiple people who have done this stuff. Like
Lapdog.
like Ace, like let's be
I
honest,
don't
Ace had the qualities of a conqueror, yet he didn't want to be king, and like he wanted to die and stuff like that, and all of this stuff during Marineford, and yet nobody questions if he deserved conqueror's haki. When it's like this man literally didn't even want to live, and like literally could not find meaning in things. So like when we're starting to say this stuff, it's like, is it really because Nami begged for her life when all of these other male characters have had this? I don't know. I mean, nobody's saying this stuff with Boa either. Boa, who wants to be completely subservient to Luffy, does she deserve conqueror's haki? I'm not saying who deserves it or not. I'm saying this is what's shown in the narrative. Here's all of this evidence. Here are other characters who have it, who definitely don't really have the qualities of a king. Like the only
Like
people who would then deserve it. I just brought up Ace, and then I brought up Boa.
Is Ace confirmed
I brought
conqueror?
up.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ace
hold
is
on.
confirmed conquerors.
Ace is a pack though, so why are we bringing him up?
This is what I'm saying. Like Ace.
Come on.
So like let's not try to throw stuff around.
Oh my
But
god.
Ace, Ace slid for grams though. Ace slid for grams.
Hold on. So Ace does have qualities of a king because when
Yeah.
Luffy was in danger, it was him and the Don versus the Blue Jam Pirates, and he chose to defend. That's a conqueror's like attitude, where Nami
Yes.
begs for her life, and then
Yeah, so Nami, hold up, dude. Like Nami with the children, where she was going to stay behind and said, "I'm not going to let these children." Would that not be the conquerors of Nami with her moral standing, protecting people?
Who did she use
but
to
it's
actually
not
protect them though?
It's not against insurmountable like odds, right? Like it's against somebody like she can also depend on her crew to back her up.
She did also tell Kaido to shut up. Like that happened. Like we can't. Well, hold on. We can't ignore that.
That's
Yeah.
That was Kaido. Kaido pulled up and she was like, "Yo, you're lying. You, I don't care."
Okay.
You talking about stupid
So
snake.
do all this? Hold on. So do all the scabbards also have conquerors?
No, I'm not saying she has it. I'm
They
saying
fought
you
again?
can't
Well, we're
dismiss
talking
it.
about we're
Yeah.
talking about qualities that people have as conquerors.
And
Are we
then-
also gonna say like Luffy didn't break down and start crying about his crew, and that would say he doesn't have conquerors because he started crying in front of Kuma when he couldn't save his crew? Does that preclude him from having conquerors as well?
That's
But hold
cool,
on.
but
Another thing,
he's
y'all.
able to do this multiple times, like consistently, where he'll go against the odds itself, no matter if he loses or not. The reason why he begged was because of the fact Kuma already took him away before he had the chance to defend him.
Yeah. So then Luffy's saying that
And
King of the
Boa too.
Pirates, what is that? And getting rid of his dream, like when Ace died, and after that, like would that also preclude him from having conquerors or no?
It's
Because there,
his dream
like
is
I
gonna
said, there are.
dictate what he's gonna do.
But that's the thing. His dream is one of his strongest, like pusher. Like that's what pushes him forward is his dream.
Okay,
so like I said,
how many
there are
times does
multiple.
Nami get her dream pushed?
A ton. She
Yeah,
is
but she-
constantly trying to draw a map of the entire world, which is do it. All I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying,
Like-
I can put
like,
for
does
every
that push her
single
through
time.
battles?
Hold up. For every single time Luffy has had a moment where he has shown conquers and shown that he's stands above all, there have been moments where he has broken down and had these emotional moments. To
Okay.
say that because Nami has similar moments where of course, like, if you're before death and she's like, oh wait, please don't, like, because of that, like, yeah, you could say that, but at the same time, like, I could show a bunch of like, I could show Ace where he's basically like doesn't even want to live anymore and doing this stuff. Like, would that be what a conqueror does? But it's like at the very end, when their morals are truly tested, Nami was the one who said Luffy would be king of the pirates.
But Chestnut, here's the problem.
Two things, right? From one, y'all got on me about saying Sengoku was a lapdog, but here's one line directly from him, verbatim. Are you doubting the government? Just be silent and obey orders. Straight from a conqueror's mouth.
Okay, but
That don't mean he's a lapdog.
Look at what
Telling
Sengoku
other
does.
people to do that doesn't mean that, like, he just
Listen.
Hey, Garp would never say that, bro. Garp would
And
never
okay,
say that.
listen. The
Also,
problem
another
is
thing
Because
about
Garp
Nami,
can think in full sentences.
What's called? Another thing about
Garp also doesn't have conquerors that we know of while we talking
It's
about
not
Garp.
confirmed. It's not confirmed whether Garp has
Javersh,
conquerors or not.
That is wild, bro.
Javersh, but there's like a problem though, because here's the thing. Even if Nami, let's give Nami conquerors for this fight, and let's give Daz Bones his awakening. What's gonna be more helpful in this fight? An awakened Daz Bones or Nami having uncontrolled conquerors?
An awakening.
Wait, hold up. Why are we giving Nami uncontrolled conquers if you're
What are we
giving
even
him full
debating?
control over an awakening? No, like what is it? It's like if Nami is an emotional woman and Das Bones is a competent male. What is this? Bro, no. Hold on. You said we give Nami uncontrolled conquers. Why is it uncontrolled?
Okay,
Because
and
he's saying that she can't weaponize it. She can't use it to.
Okay, so then why are we giving? But this is my thing. But why are we giving Das Bones all of a sudden like this full awakening that he can control?
Because Chestnut, are we following Nami's story right now? Are we following?
Yeah, we are.
So we know right now that she cannot just pull out controlled conquers. Do we know that Daz Bones isn't awakened? No. We don't.
But we don't know anything. So that's like I'm saying, we're just speculating here.
But it's more reasonable. It's more reasonable to speculate that Daz Bones is awakened because we aren't tracking him than Nami just randomly, even though we've seen her fight multiple times recently, has controlled conquers hockey.
Would you be saying this with a Luffy before the Kaido fight?
About in terms of what?
About having controlled conquers. This is what I'm saying. Like just because here's my thing.
He just couldn't code it before.
But listen,
here's my thing. So when we're talking about speculation, because this is all speculation, right? Because obviously Das Bones, the last time we saw him was in Alabaster, and he got his ass handed to him by a pre-time skip Zoro with no hockey. So here's the thing. No, fighting.
Hey, we seen him in Marineford. He was fighting Mihawk.
I mean, Crocodile.
He was fighting me.
He wasn't like was that like it wasn't like an actual fight. I'm saying like the last time we saw like an actual like fight was during this, right? Where we actually saw all this stuff going out. Like like Mihawk had like obviously isn't like fighting to his fullest, or else like why like is he really that strong? If that was his peak at Marineford, like basically going out and slashing a bit. So this is my
Crocodile and Mr. One broke through the Marine blockade by themselves.
Yeah, which is impressive, but here's the thing, Nami post Wano has now AP. She has mobility. We've seen her go up against these like incredibly like powerful people. Like obviously the Conquerors hockey thing it's a joke until it's not with Oda. Let's be completely honest. Like there's really no reason for him to make these jokes until it actually becomes reality. We see this time and time again. We see this stuff with Usopp and his lies. Oda has been setting this up for a while. If you look at some of the SBSs, it's probably going to happen at some point. But all I'm saying is that if you're going to speculate that Das Bones has this incredible awakening that's going everywhere, and that he's completely awakened, and he's this like one of these most like super strong people who actually awakened, because let's be honest, there's only been a couple awakenings for Paramecias, and it's been Doflamingo and Katakuri, like some of the strongest people in the verse. So to say that like Das Bones has an awakening is kind of like okay, like if we're gonna do that, why not give Nami conquers? There's far more literary evidence for this.
I'm
This
saying
is
she
what I
can
was
have
saying.
conquers, but
Hey, she can
you
have
think
it.
that she's going to gain conquers and advance it in a single fight?
I mean, that's
Well,
what Zoro did. But I
Yeah.
mean, Zoro's a
Look,
different case.
don't
But
disrespect Zoro like that.
Advance.
It's
Don't disrespect Zoro like that. Nah, stop.
look at the. That's exactly what he did.
We got an
Oh, you,
anime
bro, in
watcher.
comparison to
lied.
Nami is
Zoro ever
He
ridiculous,
did
bro.
Yeah.
lie.
Oh,
Look,
man.
Zoro did it, so Nami can do it. Stop that, bro. That's
Listen,
ridiculous.
all right, y'all. I kind of gotta go, so I'm gonna do last votes real quick. I'm gonna vote up.
Daz.
All right, Chestnut. We know who you got. All right,
Yeah.
Toby, you going Daz?
Of course.
Chris, are you gone? I don't even know if Chris is still here.
He got Daz.
He got Nami.
He did have Daz, but I'm not gonna count his vote right now. Barnes. That doesn't tell me anything, bro. You can't just
Nami.
Oh
I thought we was.
Cool. Traverse.
I stand by my points.
You already know what I'm about. Nami.
Ragnar, you ever jump off mute? I don't think so. Ace.
That's your boy Daz.
All right. JT.
Daz.
All right. What's that? 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Larry.
Daz.
Alright.
Without a doubt.
All right. Quavo.
Cat burglar.
Okay. Oz.
Daz.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Daz.
Mm-hmm. Uman.
No.
Okay. I lost count.
It's 10
Yo, there's no way.
That is my fault. I did lose count.
I don't think anybody changed. I don't think anybody
Yeah, I don't
changed.
think anybody changed.
Ah, someone changed the Daz.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anybody did.
Yeah.
Nah.
It was.
If
it
you
was,
listen,
I'm dreaming, bro.
Nerd even said
dreaming
he's
over
putting
there.
in for Nami. Told him to. I told him to come through. Come on, Nerd, get in.
No, we're not doing that. No.
Nah, Nerd's in there. Come on, Nerd, get in.
Did he hear my take? If not, it don't count.
Well,
Hey, just wait till I
we
get Aaron Tate.
Did he hear my take?
Yeah, he hear my take.
Just wait till I get Aaron Tate, bro. It's over.
Oh yeah. We need Aaron Tate.
All right. We're going to do this one more time. I'm going to actually count. Okay?
Oh my, good job, Seb.
Chestnut. Nami, right? All right.
Very, very clearly.
Okay. Toby.
Daz by a long shot. Ain't close.
Right.
No diff.
Barnes.
Nami, homie. Nami.
Traverse.
Nami.
All right. Ace.
Daz.
Larry.
Daz.
JT.
Daz.
Quavo.
Nami.
Oz.
Daz Bones.
Pete.
Daz Bones.
Who man?
Nami.
All right, that's 6-5. And
Seb, did you count your vote?
Get Chris.
Just like my height.
Chris, what's your vote? We doing last votes.
I was sticking to what I said the first time, back when it was 1 against 12. Daz Bones.
Let's go. That's Seb and
That's
Chris.
7.
Yup.
And I
Yup.
voted Daz. So
Yup.
that's 8.
Yup.
And I ain't switched.
We out here.
So
what's the vote?
There were more people
There
that,
were.
that
They
left though. Bro,
Nami's people should have stayed around.
that's kind of garbo.
They ran away like Nami. They
I
ran away
fought-
like
I
Nami.
fought the good
I will
fight.
say this though. She's
Hold
also
on.
winning the YouTube votes.
I
chat.
demand.
Hold on, dude.
Let's go.
Like
I'm the one subscribers.
y'all be doing these
Yo,
recounts
this
when
is
the
so
count when the
Mickey.
votes are the same and nobody's
This
changed.
is so Mickey.
Loser.
Mickey
Bruh,
Mouse.
y'all
Yo,
crazy.
put your hand away, Toby. Turn your camera off, bro.
Hold up.
Daz Bones got a Mickey Mouse win.
Turn your camera off,
Bruh.
bro.
Hold up. I'm doing some more math. All right.
We all know Daz Bones wouldn't
Bro,
have
how much
played
math
Rookies,
is there? You
bro.
gotta do
Hey,
two
bro.
at least.
Bro, it's literally like, people voted, and it's like nobody's changed their votes. Let's do a recount.
No, bro. It's over.
Man.
It's over.
Nah.
Funny as hell.
She mad.
Nami
She mad,
won.
man.
No!
She won because she won the
I knew
original
it.
vote. She won the
Hey.
YouTube chat vote by a decent
wait,
amount.
come back.
If 46 votes, I think that's
Exactly.
fair. I think that's fair.
Hey man,
Okay.
it is what it is,
Gonna
man.
let
Oh,
Daz
let's
Bones
go.
get
Let's take
Remember
her out
Conqueror's
gracefully.
hockey.
Let's take her out gracefully.
Come on, bro. Hey,
Bro, I didn't even say my original argument. I just said if we're gonna go by stuff, like you're gonna have to give her something. But even my original argument, I said even with no hockey, Nami with Zeus is just insane. Honestly, none of the
Bro,
straw
Nami
hats are
can't
mid
deal with
tier.
these types
If
of.
Nah, if we're being completely honest, none of the straw hats are mid tier. All of
Nami
them
is
are
mid-tier.
in the high
That's
tier.
Because
Like,
Usopp right now.
like they're all
Usopp-
Yonko.
But guys,
Usopp
Yeah.
loses to
we gotta
Daz
run.
Bones right
It is gonna
Nah,
go
yeah.
to Nami. She did win the original vote and the YouTube
Yes,
vote.
sir.
I'm gonna give it to
Hey
her. There's
Barnes,
more
catch me in the
Yo,
den,
data.
Barnes.
the people in the den didn't hear my argument.
The people in the den,
tough.
they speak. I
You
speak
ain't
for the people
changed
in the den
nothing,
right
bro.
now, right?
Hold this
They
down.
vote for
Alright,
them.
peace.
Appreciate
Hey,
y'all.
Barnes,
Catch me in the catch
Hey,
me in the
once we
den,
get
Barnes.
midnight,
Catch me in the den.
Thank you for listening.
Just wait. Just wait.
I love
Hey,
this.
put me down there. Put me down there. It's over.
Such an interesting group of people.
This is a wild episode, man. Chris, we appreciate all the work you did today, man. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
And the Silky. You feel me? You gotta text me the details on the Silky. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure, Alice.
Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it, bro.
Have a good night, bro.
The episode. Good night, fellas.
Night.
Oh man. That was a good episode. There was a lot of wild takes there for that one. But
Yeah.
But all right. I don't have anything I gotta say. I can't see out of my left eye, so I gotta go get another contact or something, or put some glasses on. But it was fun. I laughed harder here on this DDT than I think I have on any of the others.
Yeah, Pete was in his prime and the comedic area.
Pete, Toby, Barnes, they just had some real smoke today. It was really fun. Oh man, gonna need some racial sensitivity training
on Fishman. I mean, you're the perfect person.
Fishman,
you got converted. You know what I'm saying?
I was never as aggressive as Pete was today about any Fishman ever. Okay, I like Fishman. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean now.
Always have. But yeah, just a lot of wild stuff was said today. Alright, so everybody calm it down next time.
No.
But or don't. I don't really care. But
yeah, don't take things so personal, man. It's a debate. It's not like we're ever calling people stupid, you know? Like obviously you can be a little aggressive and be like, damn, you need to drink some water. That sounded terrible. It's never like, damn, like you said something really crazy. It doesn't mean you're necessarily stupid. It just means like, yo, we just don't agree.
Yep.
I think anytime you ever get too personal, that's when it comes to a point where like this is no longer fun, and you kind of take the fun out of it by doing that. So
yeah,
just realize like this is for fun. This is about cartoons. This is a debate. Like if you get too serious, like there's a time and a place, but overall respect each other. That's super important.
Always
super important, man. We don't do that over here, bro. We don't tolerate disrespect for anybody. But we know that it's all fair and love when it comes to like debating and getting on each other's cases a bit. So please do not get so damn serious. It's not worth it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Mood.
Other than that, I had a great time tonight. I hope y'all did too. Tune in next week. I actually won't be in Larry's apartment. I'll be in a hotel. I have to travel for work, but we're still gonna do the DDT. Hopefully my setup is good enough for that. We're gonna continue the mid tier. We have a couple more really interesting fights. I think the start of next week is.
Just send it to me. I'll post it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll send you guys the matchups. Larry will post it before the DDT happens, probably a day or two before. Should be a lot of fun. I want to say special shout out again to Mr. The Artist for the great artwork that we had on the channel today for the matchups. Those are super dope. I love seeing them. That was the first time I was seeing them. They look really cool. And I love that they were colorized, man. It was super dope. So really appreciate all the work, Mr. D Artist. If you guys need any sketch work done, please hit him up. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, next week, same time, I'm pretty sure. It depends on what Sebastian wants to do.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I'll post it on this Sunday. Other than that, yo, stop cursing, bro. Like,
I be falling victim to that too, bro. I can't lie.
Yo, but like they be throwing the F words out, man. Like, chill. Like, yo, I could do that on somebody else's bum ass server or like their own YouTube, but like, chill, man. Like, we chilling over here.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, thank you so much. Thank you, Seb, for doing it big again. Can't wait for episode 21, man.
Yeah, well, 20 episodes, yo. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of wild.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all.
All right, guys.
I'm Seb. That's Larry. I got it right this time. This is that one.